welcome back to WATCW, your premier virtual wrestling league, for the very first episode of Tuesday Turmoil. I'm currently sitting solo at the commentary desk, and I'm so excited to call what's sure to be a fantastic premiere episode. We're kicking things off real interesting, real early on. Bray Wyatt has come out sans Fiend mask to make a statement to the WATCW faithful. He's here to talk about last stream, the main event of Streamiversary, in which he immediately, and the very first stream of Season 2, shocked the world by doing the thing that couldn't be done, by defeating the one that everybody thought undefeatable, when the Fiend not only defeated but destroyed the ace of WATCW, Nacho Libre, in a one-on-one contest. He was the third person in history to manage that, and he did it in his official debut match. We are not in Kansas anymore, and Bray Wyatt's here to remind you. Now you won't see Nacho Libre for quite some time, he says. But Bray Wyatt has shown you what his true face looks like. When Nacho returns, the true question is, what face will he be wearing? And it doesn't matter tonight when the first round World Championship decision is made, whether it's Roman Reigns, whether it's the Doomslayer. They're nothing but another excusable obstacle in the way of the Fiend on its path to the WATCW World Championship. Big words, as always, from the charismatic and from the undeniable Bray Wyatt, fighting on behalf of the Celestial Sirens. And it's true, Nacho Libre not booked tonight. No one's seen or heard the former two-time WATCW champion since his unceremonious, his shocking defeat at the hands of the Fiend at Streamiversary last time we were live to you folks. It's true. And until somebody proves this man wrong, you best sit down, you best subscribe, and you best believe what you hear. DillyTodds in the chat, in early, locking in. So good. Great to see you. Let me get everything set up here. So sorry, we just came in so hot with that Bray Wyatt promo. We barely even got to our opening announcements, our opening titles. Mr. Eli Mack, thank you for the resub, 11 months, 10-month streak. Thank you, Mr. Eli Mack. I'm doing quite well because I am sitting here for the first ever episode of Tuesday Turmoil. We just heard from Bray Wyatt on behalf of the Celestial Sirens with intense words for the audience and for the MIA, Nacho Libre. A competitor that Eli should know all about as a fellow Heritage Heartbreaker. So nice to see you. Eli will be wrestling tonight. DillyTodds will be wrestling tonight, so I'm so glad that they could both make it. How are you doing, Eli? What's good in your hood these days? Welcome aboard. Thanks again for the resub. Great to see you. We have a fantastic show for you tonight, folks. Another 10-match epic. We're going to be continuing our 4 championship tournaments. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4 championship tournaments, which will culminate next month at WatCon 2 to see who our inaugural Season 2 champions will prove to be. Of course, the fantasy faction war rages on. 6 factions handpicked by some of the absolute best in WATCW history, competing for points, championships, glory. Those will continue tonight, and I can't wait to see who will emerge when the curtain closes as the number 1 spot in the fantasy faction war, currently held by Featured Films and the Cenobites at 9 points. He was tied with the Righteous Cowboys coming out of the last show at 8, but he cut that promo a few days ago from down in Mexico, of all places, to get him the 9-point spot. Will somebody be able to eclipse him tonight? Is it possible? Or will he emerge as the winner? Of course, on the opposite end of that spectrum, we've got Matt Thomas and the Real Wrestlers. Matt Thomas, who may be joining me on commentary at some point tonight. We'll see. Or I might just have to steer the ship solo style, and that's just fine. We know how to do that. We know how to find the way. Matt Thomas on the other end of the leaderboard with 1 point, 1 solitary point. And knocked out of 3 of those 4 championship tournaments. In the main event tonight, he'll have his only opportunity to redeem himself and get his game back when Roman Reigns debuts against the Doomslayer, who will also be debuting tonight in the World Championship tournament in that first round. We have got a fantastic show for you folks. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in bright and early. I hope we'll have you for as long as you're willing to give us your time, and your time is so valuable, and we appreciate you. Welcome aboard. It is Tuesday Turmoil. Nacho is in fact MIA after the stunning loss in the main event at Streamiversary. Editing an update video for your YouTube channel, announcing a big thing for the channel. Oh me, oh my, when's the announcement going up? Let's get going to our first match of the night. Let's get it posted online. And this one's going to be interesting, folks. We've got 2 debuting WATCW stars tonight. And I mentioned that Featured Films promoed south of the border down in Mexico. And it appears he's making good on his promise when he said he brought the Texas Rattlesnakes south of the border for some special training. And the glass shatters, not that you can hear it at home because it gets muted on the stream, but introducing a WATCW for the very first time. What are you doing over there, Jonesy? He's old, stone cold.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Disciples of Darkness from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And we will be trying out a new feature here in the chat tonight. You will be able to gamble. We love a little gambling on Twitch. You'll be able to gamble your channel points to help try and predict who will be winning this match tonight between Stone Cold and Commander Shepard. And if I can remember to do this before each match, you'll get to do this for all of them. Stone Cold Steve Austin, a legend. Some would say the GOAT. I might say the GOAT. Making his official WATCW debut tonight in the Cenobites as Featured Films WAT Championship. What is? Oh my God, we got a whole. Not exactly the entrance I was expecting to see tonight. Little bit of a tag team entrance, but that's fine. The Trons are kind of off. There's always things that you miss. You practice, you troubleshoot, you try to figure out, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, and then sometimes you get caught off guard by a weird duo entrance with the incorrect Titantrons playing. It's Commander Jeff Shepard. I think I saw Matt Thomas snuck in there. Holler if you hear me. There he is, the captain of the Real Wrestlers. I mentioned just moments ago, joining me tonight for our first match at Tuesday Turmoil, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Commander Jeff Shepard.
Why are you wearing that mask?
So glad you asked. You must not have seen the gospel as spoken by the Cenobites captain Featured Films down in Mexico. What? He said he understood Commander Shepard had been all around the galaxy, fought threats in all shapes and sizes, and he knew he had to take the Texas Rattlesnake south of the border to pick up some new moves and new techniques. And he's got that Lucha Libre mask on to celebrate the occasion tonight. You see Featured wearing the red and gold Lucha mask at ringside, the very same one he put on in that promo after he cracked open a Steve Weiser down in Mexico. Then, of course, we have Commander Jeff Shepard here tonight. We just started our big Mass Effect 3 playthrough. We're having a lot of fun. We had to make sure Jeff got on the tournament season, and he could be a huge player this season of WATCW, a huge character here on the stream. And we're going back and forth in this this grapple session here. Matt, you may notice Liara Tassoni at ringside with Commander Shepard, somebody that your own wrestler Pixie Boot will be taking on later this evening.
Yeah, we ain't worried about her. What's up, Eli? I see you in the chat.
He's got a big channel announcement going up on Wednesday. If you want to give me the scoop, feel free to scoop it out for me. Don't feel like you need to. Don't feel like you have to. If you want to give me the exclusive, though, I'd be happy to hear. I'm definitely very curious what you got going over there, Mr. Eli Mack. Yeah. Yeah, this is quite a grapple fest here. Locking up. This is some good old-fashioned graps. I mean, when you got... I would expect as much from Stone Cold Steve Austin about, as experienced, as much of a vet as you can get in the squared circle. But Commander Shepard right there to meet him, who's, really just more about that melee combat, shooting biotics at you, punching you through a wall, hitting them renegade interrupts. But so far, a very traditional wrestling grapple fest here. Matt, you said you're not even concerned about Liara Tassoni later tonight.
Nope.
All right, we'll see. Those could be famous last words. We'll get there when we get there. And it is true that Liara and Shepard, of course, two lovers, star-crossed lovers, quite literally, debuting.
Shepard's a whore.
I just don't know where you're getting that from, because it's just not, at least in my Mass Effect playthrough, just not true at all. It can be true, but not here. Not like that. It is slander, libel, and you better be careful, or you might be contacted by the WATCW lawyers. The scoop has been sent. All right, I'll check out the scoop after tonight. I actually see a renegade interrupting the sign in the crowd there, and if Shepard takes him up on it, Stone Cold may be not long for this league, because those can get pretty grisly and pretty nasty.
Ooh.
Still trading blows. This has been a very interesting back and forth. Steady contest. Really measured, well-paced. Nobody's getting too ahead of themselves. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Stone Cold. Just with the exact Lucha Libre move. He learned 619. Just like featured. Taught him. Stone Cold, it's the 619. And then a diving knee off the top. You don't see Stone Cold go up there too often historically, but he has picked up a few new moves in Mexico. Hooks the leg on Shepard. Kicks out at 2. Featured is in the chat. What happened to the poll? I didn't see. Did it say who you got? I don't know if anybody voted. I'm trying to do this new thing where you can bet channel points on who might win the match. I didn't see. I guess. How do I have to? Okay, 100%. Votes for Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what it is. And then obviously I have to choose the outcome when it happens. All right. Everybody put their chips in on Stone Cold. Nobody thinks Commander Shepard's got what it takes to beat the Texas Rattlesnake. But Shepard is in the habit of proving everybody in the known universe wrong when he needs to. But Stone Cold's definitely in control of this tonight. Featured, you'll see, just as you promised, just as you threatened. Stone Cold hitting the 619. Everybody's got the Lucha Libre Fuego Fire over in the Cenobites corner. And I got to say, Stone Cold's definitely taking control. He's going back up. What's he thinking? Double axe handle. All right, that's not too flashy, but it might be enough. He's hooking the leg again on Shepard. 2 count. And that's enough! Oh my goodness! Double axe handle finishes the match? Wow. Well, y'all who voted for Stone Cold voted correctly. I don't know how many points will pay out to you for voting, but it was the correct choice. Commander who? That's true, Featured. I'm all about authenticity. I saw you with the red and gold Mysterio mask down in Mexico. I had to make sure that you had that on tonight as well. That's what I told Featured. I was like, he sent that promo in. I was like, okay, yep, Stone Cold, he's going to be a luchador. He's going to do 619. It's like, whenever you can bring ideas to be like that, I'm happy to oblige. Stone Cold Steve Austin moving ahead to the semifinals of the World Championship Tournament. As simple as that. Didn't even have to bust out the Stone Cold Stunner. 300 channel points going to Mr. Eli Mack. Yeah. Didn't have to bust out the Stunner. Tried the 619 and finished him off with a double axe handle. I'm quite surprised that Commander Shepard was finished so easily. Maybe he's a little tired from having to save Grissom Academy on the stream the other night. I don't doubt it. He's waging war against the Reapers, trying to save the universe. But you got to be feeling good over there, Matt Thomas, to know that one Mass Effect hero is already down and done easily.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And real quick, before we dive into this, I do want to say congratulations to you, sir. Because for those who don't know, Taylor's been curating the YouTube gaming channel, and that has seen significant growth over the last few months. Like,
oh, thanks, man.
A 40-some-odd person jump, which I know you probably didn't expect either, because it was hovering at 150 for the longest.
Yeah, we're just on the precipice of perhaps hitting 200 subscribers over on WATCW Gaming on YouTube. Another small milestone, but one to be sure. I'll go ahead and hit that prompt in the chat. If you're not already subscribed to the WATCW Gaming YouTube, why the hell not? All the VODs go up there the next day. And we got clips. We got lots of them. It's a great way to see all the promos that these faction captains have been submitting over the week. I should mention again also, because featured, cut a promo on Stone Cold Steve Austin's behalf. He did get that big 5-point stat boost. What? And Stone Cold already a pretty strong character, if you can believe that. It put him all the way to that big, perfect 100. So he keeps rolling like that. Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be very hard to beat. Sonic OC at 200. Now, I'm not going to steal ideas from DillyTodds. I know he's drawing his Sonic OC at 200 followers on. You know what? That's a great point. Make sure you follow DillyTodds on Twitch so he can get to 200 so he can draw his pregnant Sonic OC live on stream. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. He did promise that. Stone Cold! Thanks for the flowers again, by the way. That was very kind of you. I'm trying. I'm hustling. Trying to make it happen.
You're doing a great job, and I know we don't get the opportunity to say that enough out in public. Like, you and I had conversations in private about this stuff, but this is one of those opportunities I get to say it in public because I know how much work and just time you put into curating that, and it's very much appreciated, and you're doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, brother. I'm proud to build out that sister channel. We're trying to get into that wrestling algo. If we could get in there, who knows what could be possible. Trying to take WATCW to the next step. And speaking of next steps, I do want to make it known that because Stone Cold just won this match, he will be facing on the next Turmoil, next stream, he will be taking on CM Punk of the Righteous Cowboys in the tournament semifinals. That's kind of a wrestling dream match, and we get to see it in WATCW. Never happened before, may never happen anywhere else. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk wrestle on the next Turmoil to decide who's going to WatCon to wrestle for the World Championship. That's a big one right there. Tough breaks for Shepard. He'll certainly get another opportunity down the road, but for now, we're putting him on ice. Next up, it's time to move on over to the Women's World Championship Tournament. We have another 2 debuts. It's so fun about these early streams. We get so many debuts coming through here. Raquel Rodriguez from El Diablo de Patas takes on the Ring General, Sabrina Carpenter, for the Heritage Heartbreakers. It's going to be a slobber knocker. I'm sure. I got to get this poll in here.
I would choose different wording, but okay.
You don't think slobber knocker is the right way to do it? All right, who will win?
It sounds a bit thirsty. That's all.
It sounds a bit what?
Thirsty. That's all.
Thirsty? Well, look. I am thirsty. I'm going to take a sip right now. Mouth's dry. Got a lot to say over here. And you can dry your mouth out. Raquel Rodriguez, we're running the prediction once more. Feel free to gamble your channel points. You have 2 minutes to get your thought in on who might win between Raquel Rodriguez and Sabrina Carpenter. Raquel, I think, was perhaps a bit of a surprising. Where's her title at? This game is so funky, man. She's one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She's supposed to have that belt on right now. She doesn't. Must have left it at home or in the WWE locker room. Maybe was told not to bring it on our program, but she does have that title, and she's looking to become 2 belts Raquel.
Or maybe the update removed it.
Well, update comes out tomorrow, and I did back up all my save data in case it fucks up the entire game like the last patch did. Sabrina Carpenter also similarly not wearing the black and pink. That's not a statement. Like when DillyTodds does it, that's also just an error. She does have a black and pink outfit. Maybe got lost, at the airport or something. So thankfully, she's got the traditional white and brown like she wore at the Met Gala. And that's just how it is. You wear an outfit to the Met Gala that looks like WWE's Gunther, and then you make a drastic lifestyle change and become a pro wrestler afterwards, because we have to beat every bit into the ground right here at What Real Entertainment. The Ring General of WATCW. Chris was very enthusiastic to pick this one up. And I'm also...
That's a very good creation of her.
Well, I will admit, I can't take too much credit. I downloaded a Sabrina Carpenter and then made her look like this. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at the creation suite. I did make a lot of this stuff myself, but this one, I had to look and see if somebody had already done most of the work for me, and they had. So I got to put together community creation credits. I'm going to put in the description of each video, so people are properly credited. I just haven't quite put that list together yet. But
also featured in the chat. This is a family show.
I don't know about that, but yeah, let's pull it together here. Nobody wanted to make a bet on this match. Is this not a fun premise that you could bet channel points on the match? I'm gonna say this: you're gonna want to get your channel points for something that's coming later in the season. Regardless of whether you're in the league, if you're a faction captain, you're going to want a surplus of channel points for something we'll be introducing after WatCon. But we'll get there. When we get there, nobody wanted to place any bets on Raquel, Sabrina. Maybe just a tough call to make. Nick Malbach, I believe, joined the call. I don't hear him yet. Are you there, Nick?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? All right. Can chat please verify whether they just heard that? If you hear Nick. Just so we can make sure. Sometimes it can be a little finicky. Nick Malbach, the captain of the Celestial Sirens. Dilly says he doesn't hear anything. Here, Nick, just start talking, and I'm gonna listen.
I'm checking.
Mm-hmm. Any luck, Matt?
No, he's got nothing. He's got go to settings and set it to share to set his chat to share to. You don't
hear him?
Yeah, I don't hear him. He probably just has to go in the settings like I had to last time.
Yeah, you'll have to go in the settings of the app
on the PlayStation app.
Yes, sir. And tell it you can share audio to stream.
Yeah.
What's going on? OBCKVSEGO Nature? I just thought I'd spell it. I'm going to call you Nature, though, if that's all right with you. First time chatter. Thank you for coming in.
Go Nature!
What's going on, Nature? Nick Malbach's going to figure out those settings so he can hopefully get on the commentary desk here tonight. So happy to have this. Look at us. The Three Stooges at ringside. What a great team.
Surprise, surprise. It was the one thing that Taylor told me to do.
I did.
But I did not do it.
I have told everybody individually to do it like 3 times now.
I tested it.
All right.
I should be here now, yes.
We can hear him. Beautiful. I got Matt Thomas and Nick Malbach.
A delicious dinner of Italian food for my parents' anniversary, and now we're
30 years for Ken and Beth.
30 years for the Malbachs. Oh, hell yeah. What'd you eat?
Oh, hell yeah. I had... Okay, so here's the thing. We went to this Italian restaurant, right?
Uh-huh.
And they had a lobster mac and cheese, and I was like,
nice.
This is going to be bomb. Well, it turns out it was like an orzo lobster mac and cheese, which was really bizarre to me, because I don't really like
orzo rice.
Noodles with... Yeah.
What was it?
Abos.
What was wrong with it?
Orzo noodles.
It was like
orzo noodles.
It was like orzo, nice, I mean, they're thicker, obviously, than rice, but, I was just like, I don't know. That's not...
And for those who don't know, Nick Malbach does not eat rice.
I'm not
you don't eat rice?
I do eat rice, but it just depends on what kind. Like, white rice, I'm not the biggest fan of. It was just, a texture thing for me growing up, but I really like fried rice and stuff like that now.
Doesn't like white rice. Does he like trading
now.
punches in the ring? Because Sabrina Carpenter has gotten control of this huge lariat.
Go!
Oh, fuck. All right, hold on now. Gonna wake up the whole neighborhood there.
So my computer buffered as that happened, and I didn't see anything. But I heard Matt scream, and I'm so confused.
Go!
Look, it looked like Smokey says on Friday, she just got knocked the fuck out!
It was shades of Kazuchika Okada. Oh! With the Rainmaker. Big diving knee from Sabrina Carpenter. Miss Carpenter? She missed? Is that... We punning in the chat? So great to have the co-founders of Wild Entertainment with me here tonight for this Women's World Championship match. You may have noticed, by the way, Chris Anthony Lopez, of course, in the corner of Sabrina Carpenter here as her manager. But I did notice Kayla Marie T over there as well. I understand she's quite jazzed up to be on the same team. I also just noticed this ref is wearing a WWE shirt. What's going on with that, brother? That ain't right. Wow! What?
Yeah,
Raquel!
Damn.
Raquel with the sneak pin. They're moving quickly tonight. She just stole that one from the ring general, Sabrina Carpenter. And I got to tell you, I started down this thought when she came in. I personally think Raquel Rodriguez was kind of a surprising draft on the behalf of Suge Knight.
No, as a wrestling fan.
If you had given me like 20 picks, I don't think I would have. And that's not meant to be a diss against Raquel. It's just there's a lot of choices there, and I would not have expected. Now, mind you, she is already, as I mentioned, a decorated champion in the WWE. Again, not sure why the referee in WATCW is wearing a WWE shirt. A lot of mysterious things happening 2 matches in already tonight.
Fire her ass.
But Raquel is proving... she deserves her spot. She's earning her spot quickly, and Suge's got to be feeling pretty good because she just stole that pin.
Hasn't Suge won,
really good
won every tournament match so far?
Suge is out of the World Championship tournament.
His terrible first-round pick of Dominic Mysterio.
Dirty Dom, also a mysterious pick, and also a Mysterio pick, to be fair, but I would say a mysterious pick, too. He was defeated, of course, by CM Punk, so he is out. But Suge otherwise cleaning up here. Raquel gets the win, and she will go on to the semifinals of the Women's Championship Tournament, where she will face Alexa Bliss at the next turmoil with the Righteous Cowboys. She's earning her spot here tonight, and doubters be damned. May they be doubters no more. What do we have next here? Let's see. Oh, we're moving over. Get comfortable, because we got a tag team match. I hope you don't have anywhere to go. If you need to use the bathroom, do it now, because you may not get a chance for another hour and a half.
Hey, you know what? This is a big match for me.
That's right.
The demon Finn Balor looking real good in his purple.
Wait, so you see him come out, actually. And it's unfortunate with Finn Balor because you can't edit anything on people's skin with the in-game characters.
Yeah.
So I can't change the color of his paint. So I almost didn't change the color of his gear, but I said fuck it. He's going purple, blue, pink, and wow, just wait. He's very majestic when he comes out here, trust me.
Say, if you told me to go the red route, I would have thought about it, but then changed my mind real quick, because who wouldn't want to see this? Now, what is this?
Well, folks, this is as WATCW original as it comes. If you watch the My Rise playthrough, this is the Lucha legend El Regular, as well as his partner Damsel Harris. They were the stars of the campaign playthrough in 2K25 this year. And I will warn you, in that campaign, former NXT Unity Tag Team Champions. What's a Unity Tag Team Champion? You got to go watch the playthrough. Now, they did have a bit of a falling out, a bit of a betrayal took place, but thankfully they've made amends. They've patched it back up, and now El Regular and Damsel Harris arrive in WATCW in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. I got high hopes for these two.
Do you just notice that his cape went through his waist?
It's not even the third weirdest thing to happen tonight already. Lots of,
Oh, what did I miss?
I do want to point out, his pants look very familiar.
You seen those pants before?
Yeah.
Like H&M, Hot Topic? Where'd you... Sheen?
They look like a certain dead man's.
The Undertaker?
Well, they don't look like the Undertaker. Maybe Kane is who you're thinking of.
Oh, no, that's
No,
even
I
worse.
was thinking about someone who used to rage on this channel.
I don't follow. And now here comes the jellyfish! Finn Balor!
Honestly, that looks amazing. I love that.
What the fuck?
We'll call him the Man of War, Finn Balor.
All he has to do is win.
He hasn't looked better than this in quite some time, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to his professional career.
Fair, it's not like they ever. Right, it's not like they ever bring it out, anyways.
He's lost all his aura, but he's found it again. And WATCW, as a member of the Celestial Sirens, one half of the monstrous tag team put together by my co-commentator Nick Malbach here tonight. I would say a very inspired pick, a very scary pick. And even though I try to be impartial at ringside, I have a lot of love for El Regular and Damsel Harris, a lot of experience there. I am worried for them as these two find themselves in the opposing corner tonight. Poll is up. Make your predictions now with your channel points. If nobody does this one, I'll probably just not do it anymore. Because people, you could bet your channel points, and if you're right, you get more back. It's a fun idea. I'm telling you, you're going to want channel points in the future for WATCW. I promise. Take my word for it. Thank you for saying he's beautiful. Yes, Mr. Eli Mac, this card is moving quickly, quicker than I expected. We'll have a little tag team action to slow it down.
Oh, don't worry. I was going to say, it definitely will. If I know WWE 2K... Although I haven't seen the monster himself come out yet, so, like...
You haven't seen Abyss?
I have not seen Abyss. I haven't seen Abyss in this game yet.
Well, he's going to look really good when he comes out. I promise you that
I was going to say, it's going to be in his most traditional form.
That's right. Finn Balor, of course. You know what? He should have a title on, too. I never even thought about this. He should have the Tag Team Championship in WWE. I kind of compartmentalize.
It's still saying the other match. Oh, no, wait. I see it.
Let's see. Did anybody go for it? Okay.
It's
Triple B won the prediction. We'll see if that's true. Of course, Nick doesn't want to see that payout.
Talking shit in the chat, then. That's what it is.
Someone's quietly sneak dissing the Celestial Sirens.
Right, and I wonder who it is. Let's see here.
I think the votes are anonymous, so you'll never know.
Uh-huh.
Check this shit out.
See, it's still giving me the... Holy shit.
I love his pyro. The way it, slows down for a frame. It looks so cool.
Yeah, but why did it give us, Joseph Park, and then he'll put his mask back in?
The mask... The mask is a little revealing, isn't it? More so than I remember.
I don't remember him ever coming out without his mask on and then putting it on.
What do you mean? He is his mask on, Kurt. Oh, you probably don't think he has a mask on because it's pink and is blending in with his face.
That's it. But he also had a jock strap in his hands. I was trying to figure out what the hell was
Those
going
were
on
chains. Those were his chains, of course.
Wow. WWE 2K making everything look so real. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a pink mask on.
We're looking more Phantom of the Opera than we are anything else right now.
A little bit. He's maybe the Phantom of the Arena. Of course, we're in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia tonight. And brother, we do love you. Here we go. Matt did duck out. He just made it back in. So glad he wasn't taken out. Maybe when the Abyss threw those chains, they knocked Matt's internet off the desk. You know how you keep the internet on the desk? You know what I mean? You're back with us, Matt Thomas. No, maybe not, brother.
I heard him.
Oh, I did not hear him. I just heard Damsel Harris walking Finn Balor like a dog over here. I gotta remember to make sure Finn Balor gets his tag team title when he comes out. I sort of didn't really think of this Finn Balor as the other, the one Finn Balor. That's out again.
Oh, well, it's because it's definitely not that Finn Balor.
It's all canon. here in
WWE
WATCW.
cucked Finn Balor out to the Judgment Day, and now like
You know, if he had just
that's why we took the Demon King, not Judgment Day street trash Finn Balor.
that's why you got the Man of War, the jellyfish Finn Balor over here.
That's right.
Man of War, one of the deadliest animals in the sea, I believe.
Yes, one of the deadliest animals on the planet.
On the whole planet, and perhaps even in this league, Damsel Harris. You know, like I said, it's all canon. Even in my rise, everything that happened there happened here. It's all in the same world. Nick Mulbach distracting Damsel Harris. Abyss going to go for a quick cheeky roll up, but she kicked
Harris
out.
Looks like she fits in our group a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? You're not wrong. She does have a similar color scheme, a little more aqua than sky blue, but it's true. She, you know, her and Regular not so keen on matching outfits, but they've got matching energy, matching goals in this league, and that is to become WATCW World Tag Team Champions. Dilly says the votes are anonymous, but it keeps track of who voted. Interesting. I didn't see who voted, so it's an honest poll. We'll see who gets the points. If Triple B, and that is Bold and Brash Besties, for those who didn't see the My Rise playthrough. Abyss just smashes L Regular with the familiar pants.
Abyss.
The iconic pants. Seen around the world. Of course, he is a well-traveled luchador, so maybe that's where you'd seen him. It's hard to say. Every ring he's wrestled in it.
They're just less golden. They're more yellow and less gold.
Oh, maybe you saw he was wearing gold last time. Moonsault from Regular.
I'm just saying, that's the difference I noticed between him and that guy we no longer have to talk about.
Still not sure. Not sure what sort of sneaky game you're playing here. Matt Thomas, big knee to the temple of Finn Balor. And I got to say, Triple B has kept it pretty competitive here so far in spite of these two almost paranormally powered. Oh, Brainbuster and a frog splash.
The match will end while this commercial break is happening, so it won't even matter.
They happen uncharacteristically quick. A dive drop kick from the second turnbuckle from Damsel to Finn. These two, again, if you don't know these two, you don't underestimate them. Their accomplishments are many. They've even fought in different universes. They've time traveled. They've really done it all in this very silly game, and it was a no-brainer for me to go ahead and lock them in and sign them to WATCW. You see Damsel really controlling the match pace here. Finn Balor, in spite of... Look, here comes Nick again on the apron, distracting Damsel Harris. What's going on there, Nick?
I'm a good manager. What can I say?
You're staying involved, and now Finn Balor will try the sneaky roll-up. Out at one.
I don't know. The real Celestial Sirens manager is currently watching an ad about DoorDash. So, I'm really glad that. Hey, Jeff Goldblum, that's cool.
Nick, if you actually, you know what? I might be able to just do it from here. I'll make you a mod real quick. I mean, you probably should be one anyway.
Great.
You know what? I think it's a little more involved than I think it is, so I'll do it for next time.
You do that whatever you do to, yeah.
I'll do that for next time.
That's fine. Anytime.
Nick, type in the chat real quick.
Or if Matt wants to do it, that's fine too. Oh, here comes Damsel Harris. She calls this one the final upload. Drops him on his head. Knocks Finn Balor out. Hooks the leg. Is Abyss going to be able to make the save? I don't see him. Kicked out at 2.
Right. He's a mod now.
Thank you so much, Matt, making Nick Mulbach the mod so he no longer has to watch Jeff Goldblum ads. Though, if I recall last time you were seeing ads about cat urine products, so I think that's at least an upgrade.
I would prefer the cat urine. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's Jeff Goldblum. Are you kidding me?
If you're seeing Jeff Goldblum ads, I wonder if that means WATCW is technically sponsored by Jeff Goldblum, and should we be printing his face on the ring mat to reflect that sponsorship?
No.
Maybe even on the tables? What is Regular?
Abyss finds a way.
Wow, he finds a way to get a Hurricane Rana from El Regular out of the corner. I thought Regular looked quite foolish. Aura farming in the corner, let Finn Balor get the tag, but look at this. Abyss comes in, and he's already getting... Of course, we have Eddie Guerrero in the league now.
Amigos.
Makes it a little awkward, but he still hits the third. Suplex off there. Big fat rope break from Abyss's giant cloud shoes.
I'm like 1 second off from it.
That's okay.
You're gonna be.
You're always going to be, as long as that's all. As long as it's just that little bit. Oh my, look at this roll up from Abyss. Another sneaky attempt. Regular takes it right back to him. 1 count.
They eat each other's ass!
Oh my, please. I thought this was a children's show. Regular going to Aura Farm in the corner again. He's feeling very boastful. And now it's Finn Balor who gets the tag. I got to tell you, they better win, or Damsel Harris might be having some second thoughts about her tag team partner since he's too busy emoting to get the win. Finn Balor pressing that boot into the chest of Regular. A little protection on that padding, but not that much. You can see the paint wearing away on Balor. Springboard drop kick, kip up from Regular, who gets thrown in the corner, and now we're going to see a little double team action.
Who let this guy in here? No selling ever.
Wow!
What is he? Hulk Hogan?
That was a hell of a move. Regular Hogan.
Boom!
El Hogano.
Hogano.
El Hogano. Very dumb character idea. Don't let me continue that train of thought, or he might show up in the league.
No, listen, when I saw they were selling real American beer at the Captain Stadium today, I got pissed.
Oh, man, that is a crying shame. Wait, now is Nick distracting El Regular at ringside? Nick is so involved.
Well, listen, man, I'm a man of my team. We drafted a freak show, and I want to make sure that they are treated...
Oh, he's munching on that ass.
Munching on that ass, the old ass munch. And now, Regular taking it back to Abyss with a series of strikes, capitalizing in a DDT.
Whoa.
I'm surprised the ref hasn't kicked Nick out, to be quite honest with you. Not that I want it to happen. I love seeing him there. But he's been a bit of a nuisance at ringside to keep control for the Celestial Sirens. Probably because one of these bum-ass WWE refs, a WATCW ref, would get in there, should probably get clotheslined in the process, and that's awkward on its own right. But Damsel back in control in Abyss. This is what's so tricky about tag team wrestling.
Here's what I'm going to say about the real American beer, right? So, like,
okay,
they have American Alpha promoting it, right?
Do they?
So,
that's a shame.
They do. So why not have El Grande Americano be the official spokesperson of real American beer? Also, I'm pretty sure she might be dead. Bye-bye.
That was, I don't know if that was a choke slam or what that was, but it was nasty, man.
That was Abyss killing a woman. That's basically what that was.
Look at this. A brain buster from Abyss. No, frog splash from Finn Balor. Bringing the same move back to Triple B. Finn Balor hooks the leg. Is Regular going to break it up? Yes, he is. He does, in fact,
Abyss,
break it up.
You know what? Here's the thing. Abyss was right there.
It's difficult. That's why tag team matches are worth a little more. You get 3 points for winning one because it is really fucking hard to win one, especially if the AI is a little inept. Damsel Harris rolling up the Man of War. Kicks out at 1, and it feels like we still might have a lot of match in front of us here in the tag team.
Well, we're witnessing a 3.5-star match right now.
Shining Wizard. 3.5. This is awesome.
I'm pretty sure that it's like, it depends on how long it takes, but,
It's pretty likely that every tag team match will be 5 stars because just everything conceivable will happen in it because they take so long. Well, look at this. Oh, double kick. And again from the back. Triple B. Back and forth we go. Whoever wins this one and the next round will be taking on...
Is he going for the coup de grace? No. Okay.
Mr. X and the Xenomorph in the semifinals. That'll be very fascinating if the two monsters of the Celestial Sirens manage to make it to that next round. That'll be a hell of a horror show, in my opinion.
You bet your ass already.
Matt has left the commentary desk again, maybe. Oh! Hung up on the back
Here
there.
we go.
Hooks the leg, but Damsel Harris breaking it up. 1 count.
You're like, how long can these possibly go for?
I
They
mean,
go forever.
they never have to end. Nothing will make them end.
Oh!
There's no time limit. Big splash from Abyss. Oof, that's a lot coming down on you, brother.
That's
And
a whole hell of a lot of money.
he's going to go for another one, I think. No, he's calling for Regular to get to his feet. He does. What's Abyss thinking from up here? Just a big fucking farmhand fist. Gonna hook the leg, maybe? No. I think Damsel's not allowed to break. I've lost track of the tags. I don't think Damsel can come in to break up this pin until Regular tags are in. So, wow! Black hole slam! To Regular! Is that
That's
enough?
match.
Damsel's out!
Wow.
Regular kicks out at the 2.999 chant or count, and now they are chanting tag team wrestling in the here in Philly tonight for Tuesday Turmoil. Damsel saying tag me in, and Abyss just gonna let him, and that's right there why these matches go forever, because nobody fucking tries to stop these tags from happening. Nice bridge suplex there. The game is incapable of wrestling a tag team match in any sort of strategic sense whatsoever. It just goes out there and approaches it exactly the same as a singles match, and the pins get broken up, and people tag out, and they tag in, and that, again, is why we give a little extra if you manage to win a tag team match in this league, because we recognize how hard it is to do it. Triple B with the double team. Whoa! Whoopsie daisies. Double kick. Defend Balor. Regular now the legal competitor for Triple B. And sometimes you gotta almost imagine all 4 competitors here are pinnable. Well, we'll see right now, because he's pinning Finn Balor and Abyss is on the apron and he kicks out, so I was immediately proven wrong on that. Regular's gonna try again when he's putting his feet up on the rope. Oh. He didn't get any count. I don't know what happened there.
I want a rematch. You know what? I will stick up for my guys there. I visibly saw cheating, and
I don't know what happened. I think that WWE ref saw those feet on the rope right away, which is actually very uncharacteristic of WWE referees. So maybe we'll keep this one, and he's going to get to stay here. He's going to have to change that shirt, though.
God!
Yeah, it's true, Dilly. It was a weird choice. Oh, wait a minute. Damsel Harris has got a cross-face locked in. Is Finn Balor going to tap? No, he's not, because Abyss broke it up.
Hey! There was a "We Want Cody" house sign. The public is listening.
That can't be right. You must have. You're seeing weird stuff. You're like,
the public is listening.
Swanton! Listen to that. Damsel hooks the leg on Finn Balor. Is it enough? It is!
I had a feeling.
Damsel Harris pins the demon Finn Balor, the man of war, washed up on shore. Now they're going to do this very weird, sassy, very feminine victory motion, both her and Regular. And maybe he is a bit of a diva. That's fine. No problem with that. And this is
so familiar.
This is significant. Again, you're seeing weird stuff. You're seeing signs in the crowd that I'm missing. You're recognizing pants. Are you all right? Did you get enough sleep?
No,
What's going on?
I only got 3 hours.
Oh, damn, brother. Well, I'm glad you're here with us. You might be seeing things.
I took a nap.
Sleep-deprived hallucinations. Look at the double point at each other. This is huge because that means Triple B are the very first, I believe, free agents to progress in any tournament here in this Season 2 inaugural tournament. They will be going on to the next Turmoil, and they'll be wrestling the Xenomorph and Mr. X of the Righteous Cowboys to see who's going to WatCon to compete for Tag Team Championships. And speaking of Tag Team Championships, Metarract has entered the chat, and there's DillyTodds as well. 2 former WATCW Tag Team Champions. Not a feat they'll be regrettably accomplishing anytime soon in this league, of course.
Former. Important.
Former Tag Team Champions. Go ahead and pay those points out for those who believed in Triple B. And it is true, though, Metarract will be returning to the Tag Team division tonight. With whom we don't know. He has a mystery partner when they take on Mr. Eli Mack and John Cena of the Heritage Heartbreakers. Next up, Oh, I see who. Okay, it shows me who the points are going to. Actually, interesting. I won't dox them though. But I saw who believed in Triple B. I know your secret. Well, Nick, I'm glad you're here. Don't go anywhere just yet, because
he's got a. Oh God.
This is the important one. This is the one.
Let's go, Eva!
This is a big one for you.
Rhea Ripley. Hey, by the way, Matt, when Roman Reigns loses tonight, you're out of every tournament, correct?
Oh.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
Ooh, it's already beginning at commentary. I knew it would only be a matter of time when we had captains sitting at the same table.
This is nightmare fuel. That's the only reason I'm rooting for Eva.
You know, it's true. This is, I don't know if it's the Rhea Ripley.
It's the most me pick in the entire world. I needed this. If I wasn't going to get that ring general, and let it be known, she's a loser anyways, and it doesn't even matter.
It's a Rhea Ripley.
Normal Rhea.
It's a Rhea Ripley.
Nah. That ain't gonna here. Nah.
It is a Rhea Ripley.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Eva's gonna lose, but this is nightmare fuel.
Well, you know what's
here we go.
I cut my promo for my tag team, and I lost. And
That's true. That's true. He did speak on behalf of the Demon and Abyss, and they got the big stat boost, and still Triple B overcame.
But you know what?
This is as scary as it gets.
This is very scary.
It's because I believe in Rhea Ripley, and I don't have to worry about it. That's why.
We're all tied up in the prediction poll this time. Half and half.
Even Metarract even said this is extremely unsettling.
I think what really... Here's how I see these characters. It's like everything looks like an action figure, but the face looks like a mask, like stretched over a human head. I can actually see blinking eyes clipping through the action figure face if you look closely enough, which suggests to me in almost like a Five Nights at Freddy's-esque fashion, there is like a flesh and blood vessel in there that's being forced to pilot this thing and cannot come out.
Nick, I will give you $50 to switch to a normal Rhea.
Never.
You can only use assets in the game now. She's a Ava unit. Well, it's interesting if you say she's an Ava unit because her opponent is Ava Shinigami. WrestleQuest Rhea. It's also an interesting mention. You might see some reference to that at some point in the league. Not during tournament season, though. Max Headroom ass. Elite Rhea Ripley. And now this is where it's very interesting because we just saw that.
Elite.
And this might look a little familiar here.
I should have made it like all elite.
Ava Shinigami, for those who are unfamiliar, a massive presence in Season 1. Similar to Triple B, she was my Rise campaign character in that game of 2K22. Made it over to WATCW Season 1, and was the last women's champion of Season 1, where she defeated Rampage for Betty and Rey Mysterio at Really Mania 2 in a triple threat match to emerge as WATCW Women's Champion. The title she never lost, and now she starts off Season 2 looking to get it right back. Not bitter, not resentful, just grateful for the opportunity to immediately become a legendary two-time WATCW Women's World Champion. But
let me tell you,
she's got to get through this abomination.
She has to get through this plastic. Here's the thing, is that Rhea hits you, she hits you hard. Rhea is made of plastic. She's going to...
That means she can break easily.
Weapon.
I was going to say, do you think she's... I was going to say, do you think she's like hollow plastic at risk of cracking or perhaps being very easy to throw around? But I think I'm sticking to my new theory that there is a person in there, a very malnourished, sleep-deprived, and dangerous person inside the plastic confines of Mattel's elite Rhea Ripley. And here we go.
Well, here's the thing, is that when she hits you, it's with fists of steel.
Is that true? Because that feels like maybe it's against the rules, and we should probably investigate that a little bit.
And you know what? It doesn't even, like... it's fine.
It's fine. Nick at ringside there. He's going to hope for better luck. And he's already... Oh, he was thinking about getting involved again. I saw that. He got up on the apron. Oh, what a kick to the back of her head. I wonder if he's... And by he, I mean you. I wonder if you are getting a little extra nervous out there, having already seen the Sirens take an L tonight.
You know what? Scott Steiner took an L last time, and it didn't matter because we came back and he's trying to. You know what? That should be illegal. She's trying to rip her arm out of the socket, and that is a lot easier on these ones. So, like, But you know what is nice about Rhea is no matter how much pain she takes, she's always smiling through it.
That's right. You just grin and bear it. Always look on the bright side when you're incapable of seeing anything else. And I'm going to insist that if you ripped its arm up, I'm convinced that like a ton of blood would come out. Like it would be really shocking and upsetting. I hope Elite Rhea Ripley can keep it together at least all in one shape and one form here tonight. And it does look like, let's see. We have 3 seconds remaining. The prediction poll is going to be in favor of Elite Rhea Ripley, 58% to 42% for Ava Shinigami. The chat is thinking that this plastic golem is going to take it tonight. Of course, the real Rhea Ripley, the flesh and blood, crafted by God's perfect hands, Rhea Ripley, is a very decorated wrestling champion, one of the most recognizable names and faces in the industry today. I don't know what that says about this one, but she is doing pretty good so far.
She's a pretty recognizable face.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say she does still have a recognizable face. You'll never forget that one.
Face, but you know.
You will see that face even behind your closed eyelids. You will never be able to forget it. Ava Shinigami.
A very evil face.
Possibly very evil. Ava Shinigami is going to try to put her back in the toy chest, but gets slammed face down. Hooks the leg, Rhea does. Is that enough? And I will say it's not. Kicks out at 2. I will say, of course, just any win in these championship tournaments is significant. However, a win over a former WATCW champion, there's not very many of those in the grand history. We're a very young league. So
I'm just trying to think about it, though. Wasn't there somebody last week who had a very pivotal win over a WATCW champion?
Well, Nick, I'm very glad you mentioned it. I don't know if you caught the beginning, but Bray Wyatt did come out, and he had a few things. Wow! That was quite a move. Sorry, I just did my best Super Mario reaction there.
Luigi.
Bray Wyatt did come out at the start of the show to tell people that they may not see Nacho Libre for quite some time now, and that though Bray Wyatt had shown everybody his true face in the form of the Fiend, no one knows what Nacho's true face will look like when he returns. Apparently, he's been affected on not just a physical level, but a very emotional, spiritual level, and the ace of WATCW is MIA and apparently not doing so well. And your guy did that.
The movements of this Rhea is creepy as shit. It
doesn't matter who you bring our way. The Fiend is ready for anybody. Oh, by the way, Matt, who did you give your stat boost to?
Today?
It doesn't matter who you gave your stat boost to!
Yay.
I did not give it to Roman.
Sometimes it truly doesn't matter who you give your stat boost to, because they get beat by El Regular and Damsel Harris.
We'll be coming after them again, don't worry.
Oh, Ava Shinigami getting a little nasty in the corner there, flips that turnbuckle pad off. What's she thinking? Maybe getting a little desperate, and maybe drastic measures required. Drastic measures required. Oh my! Ava's got the arm locked up on the ropes there. She's yanking. She is yanking at that arm of Elite Rhea Ripley. Truly, I think it's correct trying to pull it out. But wait a minute. Comes back in, is met with Riptide. Riptide from Elite. Wait a minute. The ref is too busy putting the turnbuckle pad on. It paid off. He's not counting. Ava Shinigami, the WATCW ring vet. And the ref turns around and calls a rope break.
Doesn't even matter. I had a feeling. I was like, she was way too close anyways.
The rope breaks are not always so consistent in this game. I guess that also is a little true to life. Rhea's going up. Nick's, cheering the crowd on. Get excited for this. Oh! Ava scouts it, gets out of the way almost effortlessly. She's going to try to hook the leg, but that's surely not going to be enough, and it's not. Not even close.
It scares me every single time that you say that with this delay.
Is this a relative of Slappy from Goosebumps? It's possible. Though I would not try to stick my hand up this one's ass. And now we're trading blows. Back and forth. Fight forever. Middle of the ring. Ava Shinigami and Elite Rhea Ripley. Two decorated women's wrestling champions, but only one gets to go to the semifinals, and she smacks that taste out of her mouth. I don't know if she can taste. I don't know. Does she eat? Clear. Clotheslines to the outside. Ava's in control. Goes up. Look out, Nick. She might be pointing at you. She says, keep your ass right where I can see it. Ah! Crossbody. Big flying crossbody. Ava's in control here. Maybe he wants to keep the trend going. We've already seen two. Oh! Big suplex right into the fucking barricade. And a standing shooting star press. My goodness. Rhea's stunned for the time on the outside. Is she okay? Can't she be killed?
Get up. Get up. Shut up.
She's going to perhaps make the count, but does Ava want to continue the trend? Triple B is set with these WATCW original wrestlers going ahead in the tournament. She's going to try to pull that arm out of the socket again of Rhea Ripley. She's going to try to yank it out with the octopus stretch armbar, but fights out of it with a big sidewalk slam. She is rebooted. What's Elite Rhea thinking? She's going again for this move. I forget what it's called. Let me know if you remember, Nick. Slams her on her face.
Oh God.
I think it was her finisher pre-Riptide, potentially.
Yeah.
Now Rhea taking a note out of Ava's book. Rips that turnbuckle off. And she's going to go for the submission finish. Also for kind of a cloverleaf. I kind of forget what this is called too. And she gets it. Ava taps. Ava Shinigami taps out to the Hasbro hand grenade. I don't know.
That is what we call all elite wrestling.
Oh my. Please don't sue. Wow. She's made quite an impression. She's upset everybody watching. And I got to give the points to those who voted for Rhea Ripley. Enjoy those points. What a great match. Probably the best one we've seen so far tonight. A real good back and forth contest. 4 stars amazing.
Are her hands always like that, or did she replace them after the bell?
I think she can articulate her hands. But if not, imagine she just gets you with the dueling eye pokes there. That could be... Again, I got to say, not sure how legal that is, but it doesn't matter now because...
you allowed it. You are the GM.
That is true. Elite Rhea Ripley moves ahead into the semifinals, which means next Turmoil, she'll be taking on the man Becky Lynch of the Cenobites to figure out who will be wrestling for that title at WatCon 2 in August. What a huge win. Yeah, the action figures are fucking freaky. There's a lot of them. I think people are pretty tired of them. It was like a fun idea at first, but now they just like that's like the DLC thing they just churn out, and people want real flesh and blood wrestlers and not more of these. But Elite Rhea Ripley is going to stand out amongst the collection. The others can stay in the toy box because this one is on her way to becoming a WATCW legend, brother. Great win for the Celestial Sirens. Well done. You must be so proud.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? She's going to come out and she's going to take on the man and she's going to defeat the man.
Gonna defeat the man. Oh my, speaking of the man. Next up, I'm so glad he's in chat.
Dilly!
Because this has been an interesting development, folks. DillyTodds, former one half of the Toddserect, the most controversial draft pick when Suge Knight picked him up for El Diablo de Patas. And he did regrettably come out and wrestle, regrettably in his own perspective. I don't regret it. I was glad to see him. Always happy to see DillyTodds in the ring. But he was resistant. He was protesting. He was shouting. And he refused to wear the green and black of El Diablo de Patas. But tonight, we must invoke his contractual obligations. He will be wearing, you can already see, he is wearing the green and black of El Diablo de Patas, whether he likes it or not, and he will have to go out here and compete like he means it against Ada
You see him in
Wong.
the chat? He said,
Green.
vote against me. I can't win. Green drains my power.
Green drains his power, and that's what's so interesting. He is so resistant to all of this, but he won his match last time against Shaquille O'Neal. He wasn't going to try. He was going to phone it in. He was depressed. His heart wasn't in it, and then he won. And I am putting that poll up. You can vote however you please. We're not going to do any sort of election tampering here in the chat.
I have a real question.
Oh yeah.
Did Feature change himself up a little bit there?
What are you referring to?
Maybe the Rey Mysterio match?
Well, I guess you also didn't see his amazing promo cut from Mexico, and you weren't here for the opening match.
Oh my gosh! You're right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was also wearing a luchador mask, and he defeated Commander Shepard with a 619. And Ada Wong also wearing the wrong outfit. Interestingly, I guess kind of taking a page out of DillyTodds' book. So now next week, or next stream, I'm going to have to invoke Ada's contractual obligation to wear her team colors. She did it last time without any issue. Lots of fun things happening on the stream tonight. This game is very good and very reliable, and it always does what you tell it without any issue or fail. Well, Ada's not wearing her team colors. Oh my god, you alright? Excuse you. Here he comes.
I'm good.
To emerge in the... I hope he's wearing the black and green. He's supposed to. He is. He's still unhappy about it. Wait a minute. He's still yelling. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Well, I did say he has to wear the black and green, but I guess the contract doesn't say he can't deface the black and green. He's got his outfit on, but he's spray painted all over it to deface the El Diablo de Patas logo. And he's still refusing, screaming, shouting at the fans. Children are upset. Suge Knight has to just stay at ringside and watch this happen. But, as long as he wins the match, I suppose.
Am I not supposed to get ads as a mod?
I would think you don't get ads as a mod. Are you still?
You still do.
Jeffrey is back on my screen.
Big Jeff. Sponsoring the stream. We're going to put his face on the tables. The Goldblum table. VIP shouldn't get ads, so maybe I have to do that as well. I'll investigate it. I definitely don't want...
I will see what I can do.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. Well, this is an interesting situation because Ada Wong is not wearing her team colors. DillyTodds is, though. He's even the knee pads and the tights. He's spray painted red X's over all of them to voice his disapproval, his anger, his angst. He's like a kid throwing a temper tantrum because he doesn't want to get dressed. Ada Wong might be walking him like a dog here. Wow, big splash. And that's what's so interesting because... Okay, kicked out at 2. I thought something crazy was about to happen there. Yeah, Ada's wearing his colors. That's a good point. Dilly typically black and red on the Tazerac. And maybe she's playing mind games with him and also breaking her contractual obligation tonight. Well, Ada Wong, by the way, this could be a great match because these are 2 former WATCW champions. DillyTodds, of course, former tag team champion with Metarract and the Tazerac. The final tag champions of Season 1, similar to Ava I mentioned earlier. They never lost those titles. Even won the Waffle House Championship Wrestling tag team titles earlier this year, too. So they're decorated in multiple promotions. Ada Wong, a former WATCW Women's World Champion. And now they both look to add the Twitch Championship to their repertoire, to their trophy case. And only one can go ahead. And this actually is, this is a semifinals match. I just realized this is a semifinals match. Whoever wins this is competing for that title at WatCon. This is our first, I believe, semifinals match. The stakes are high. Will it be Ada? Will it be Dilly? There's still time to bet your channel points in the chat on who you think you will win. And I'll say it a couple times tonight. You will want to accumulate channel points here for what's going to happen later in the season. I won't spoil it yet, but there's going to be a development. And whether it doesn't matter if you're a competitor, if you're a faction captain, or just a fan of WATCW, everyone will benefit by having channel points later this season. So this is a great way to build them up. Ada Wong going for an early pin. I don't think it's going to be enough. Even if Dilly's dead inside, it's not. He kicks out at 2. Feature still got that luchador mask on. I don't know if he's ever going to take it off. Dilly hopes Ada has a Bronco Buster, and Dilly...
he looks great in it.
Dilly may have to have an HR meeting later tonight after the match. Win or lose, he's whispering very strange things into Ada Wong's... He gave her a big hug! He gave her a big hug in the match. I've never seen that one before. Ada up top again. Wow, moonsault! Dilly not taking that one. He said he'd take the splash, but he's not taking the moonsault. And Suge Knight...
to get this all over with.
He says that... Oh my god, what a suplex by Ada. He says that. Cross body now from Dilly. I mean, you know, I've always known him to be a pretty well-natured, patient, nice person. But I think Dilly does have a bit of a competitive streak in him that he doesn't acknowledge until he gets in this ring, and he can't help himself. He doesn't want to be on this faction. He wants to be wrestling in tag teams again, but he can't help himself. He has that championship hunger in him in WATCW. Suge Knight distracting Ada Wong. He's getting scolded for it. Suge yelling at Ada Wong. Who thought you'd ever see that? Only in WATCW. And it wasn't enough for Dilly to get the competitive edge back. Now she's going to try for a pin again. And it is true. It is interesting. I remember Dilly having a bit more involvement in his match against Shaq, but I also remember Shaq gave him everything he had like 4 times over, and he kicked out of all of it.
Oh,
so
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, Ada going up again. She's going to try that moonsault once more. She's going to try it. Oh, and she hits it. Is that enough to send DillyTodds back? It is not. He kicks out at 2. He can't help himself. As long as he draws breath, he will try to kick out. Oh my god, now she's going for a submission finish. Oh, he may not be too mad about this one, but will he tap out? Maybe he won't. He never wants it to end, so he's going to get the rope break. Dilly is having a hard time finding his bearings in this match. Springboard, drop kick. Suge Knight's got to be feeling frustrated at ringside. Maybe the green does deplete his power. She hooks the leg, and that is indeed enough as Dilly goes ahead and pleads to let him die in the chat. Ada Wong does so and pins him, and he thanks her for it.
And Featured Films moves on to the finals.
That is correct. Ada Wong.
Something we will not be saying next week.
Ada Wong is going to WatCon, and she will be competing for the Twitch Championship. We still have to, let's see, who is, so she'll be going to the finals. Tonight we'll also have Braun Breaker versus Regina of Dino Crisis fame, and the winner of that match will be who meets her that'll be who meets Kayla at Turmoil next week, and the winner of that will take on Ada Wong at WatCon. So we got a couple more steps in the Twitch Championship tournament. Dilly, unfortunately, maybe he was right. You know, he's been so resistant to the black and green, and Ada Wong won. Everybody voted for Dilly in the chat, and so nobody's getting paid out tonight, I don't think. I think the house wins on that one. There might be something to what he's saying. He said the black and green is going to basically drain his energy, his life force, and he lost to that against Ada Wong wearing the black and red, not wearing her team colors. Maybe the trick at the trade is just don't wear your own team colors, and it all comes together for you out there. He was trying to help by resisting the green. And now I'll be very interested to see how Suge approaches this tomorrow, because I haven't mentioned this yet. But tomorrow, with the DLC dropping, all of the faction captains will have opportunities to make trades with those DLC characters. If there's anybody they don't want on their team anymore tomorrow, they'll have a 24-hour trade period to make an exchange. So I know Dilly would love to request his release from El Diablo de Patas. Will Suge oblige now that he's out of the tournament? I'll be very interested to see. And there's some other things I'm very interested to see. I hope he's still in the chat because there is a mystery we need to solve tonight. We just saw one half of the Todds rack. It's time to see what the other one's doing. Because we have a tag team contest here. Now, the Heritage Heartbreakers, Mr. Eli Mack, I hope Eli's here too, and John Cena were eliminated from the tag team tournament at Streamversary, but they're still here, they're still kicking, and they're still anxious to get points on the board for their faction. Eli's ready. He says, I'm not failing my partner this week. But here's the interesting story. Metarract was also in the Twitch Championship tournament. He was eliminated by a very deadly Kayla Marie T. And as such, we've received his letters, we got his calls, and we're feeling gracious, and we're going to let him return to the tag team division. We're unsure who he's partnering with. And that's something that I think only he knows the truth about. So let's go ahead and see what the situation is. Now, DillyTodds did just lose, so I've seen speculation that it was going to be him, or maybe he'd be wearing a luchador mask. We would never put luchador masks on characters that don't usually have them in this league. I saw some speculation. I can tell you, I very much doubt it. If it's meant to be
Stone Cold Steve Austin in future films,
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are crazy. So if he was supposed to secretly be in this match, I don't think he can be now. He's going to have to put some ice on it back there. Get this poll going. John Cena. Evidently, the last time is not now. All right, you get this poll going.
Wolfpack John Cena.
He is still the WWE Undisputed Champion. He will be defending that title against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam next month. Not that we're here to promote competitive. I guess we have sort of a friendly relationship, evidently, with they don't just lend John Cena out to everybody. Maybe they'll let AJ Styles pop in and say 2 words, but John Cena doesn't get to just go anywhere. But he does get to come here, whatever version this is, whatever sort of Black Lodge.
Please don't bring up my disappointment. I appreciate it, but
When is SummerSlam, by the way?
AJ Styles.
Is Matt drowning? Throw him a lifeline. Is he okay?
I said, when is SummerSlam, by the way?
Where's your phone?
Are you sitting on it?
No, I'm not sitting on it.
It sounds like you're underwater.
It really does. But you're also drinking water as you're underwater, so it's
microphone really under the Atlantic. Eli says we're like TNA but bigger. Maybe, I don't know.
How do I sound now?
You sound very crispy now.
It's because I had a headphone over one of my ears.
Here's the question.
Shug in the chat, Shug. What you just missed was DillyTodds just got knocked out of the Twitch tournament, I'm sorry to tell you. But Raquel Rodriguez did defeat Sabrina Carpenter.
And he had your colors on and spray painted all over him.
He did wear the black and green tonight, Shug, but he did also deface the gear and then lost the match. So I don't know how you feel about that. He pleaded to not have to wear the black and green, and he's saying that is why he lost the match to Ada Wong, who will be going in the finals at WATCW.
Eli Mack is hype.
Mr. Eli Mack.
Eli's always hype. I love Eli.
Mr. Eli Mack.
Eli's that dude.
He's a decorated WATCW hero, to be sure. The winner of the second ever Real Rumble in Season 1 went ahead to main event. Really Mania 2 competed for the World Championship. Sadly, did come up just a hair short there, but you're not going to keep the underdog down. He's here tonight, though knocked out of the tournament, to still continue making a name, paving his path, and building a legacy in WATCW. He will eventually hold gold in this league. I do believe it. I believe in Eli Mack. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But tonight, he and John Cena will try to pick up their first tag team victory on behalf of the Heritage Heartbreakers and bring 3 points to the pink and black. Yeah, it's true. Ada Wong also did not wear her team colors. Okay, who's up first? Like I said, this is a big mystery. Oh my. Is this meta? That's not meta! We are on high! Hag! Alert! Because the Hag has emerged from the fog and landed in WATCW. Goodness gracious! Has Metarract sold his soul?
As Booker T would say, ooh.
Well, it's a long-standing trope and trend on this stream. We've encountered many hags across the legacy of this stream, and it was only a matter of time before the official hag herself emerged in WATCW.
What is a hag in this case?
You're looking at one, brother. She's arrived, and the question is, why? How? From where? And what sort of deal did Meta cut in order to make her emerge here? We've been haunted by hags for so long across so many games. We have an entire Hag Watch division tasked with finding these terrible monsters, and now one's emerged in the ring and is apparently here to support Metarract as a tag team partner. Has he How is she flying? That's that arcane hag magic, brother. Has Meta tamed the hag? He's charmed her. The taming of the hag. My favorite gothic novel.
Nick saw my DM on Instagram finally.
Fun.
And here comes Meta, still sporting the Todzeract Tron. What a statement, letting her come out first. And that makes you see him here in a whole new perspective. Cleveland.
Weighing in at 228 pounds,
Macho. He's still Macho Recto, I tell you that much.
All right, gents. I wasn't able to stay on for too long tonight. Got to get to bed.
I feel you.
I wanted to check out my couple matches. Matthew, I love you. Good luck in your match. You're going to lose to the Fiend anyways. It doesn't matter. And I'll
see you tomorrow.
But I will see you, gents. Hopefully, I might be in the chat if I hop on my phone, but I will see you guys later. Best of luck to everybody in the chat and for the night. So,
thank you for joining us, Nick. That is, he's out. He's like, I'm not getting caught with that Midwest goodbye shit. I'm out. He knew he stayed in there, he'd be stuck for another 5 minutes talking to us. He's out. Thank you to the captain of the Celestial Sirens, Nick Walbach, for joining us on the commentary table. An honor and privilege to have him here, calling all the great action at Tuesday Turmoil. The Hag's arrival is recompense for defiling a sacred union, the harbinger of vengeance. Metarract has perhaps found a new tag team partner in the WATCW Hag. This is monumentous. This is significant. The question is, how will they do in that ring? What will the chemistry be like competing against Eli Mack and John Cena? Dilly says he's traded up. Dilly's feeling so low right now. He lost the match. Now Meta's out. Actually, I'm curious to know how you're feeling seeing this. Having lost and now Meta's back in teams. What's the feeling over in Dilly HQ? Metarract and the Hag claiming 100% of the channel points poll. And the Hag's going to start us off, it looks like. Rings the bell. Hag and John Cena gets a big fist to the face. John Cena's not impressed. John Cena won't be spooked here. He's faced many of freaky foes, of course, in his long in-ring career. Most of all, Travis Scott, though they were on the same team, I suppose. And the Hag at an early disadvantage here. She's also wrestling barefoot, which, depending on your perspective, is a disadvantage or just really cool. Meta says no replacing DillyTodds. They are the undefeated former tag team champions. And Meta, not seeing that single success that he had hoped for in the Twitch division last stream. He's returned to tag teams where he's most comfortable, where he's most renowned. Oh, Hag with a big headbutt to John Cena. Back and forth action here. It really speaks to the confidence of the Hag that she's willing to start things off here against the decorated champion, John Cena, you know, John's clearly embraced some sort of other darkness that he's been denying his whole career, coming out with that NWO shirt on, a different attitude. And the hag tags Meta for the first time. Their hands embrace. Cena gets out of the ring, perhaps taking Meta a bit more seriously. Oh, I thought the ref was taken out there. She's fine. She's also wearing... That's kind of cool that it's alternating refs. Not so cool that they're wearing WWE shirts. I don't know what's going on with that. Not supposed to do that. The hag tag. The hot hag tag. Yeah. John Cena working Metarract's leg. And I do sense everybody is truly shocked and surprised to have seen. Eli was apparently theorizing in the chat that with Nacho being MIA, that he could emerge. Oh, what a slam from Cena to Meta there. And that would be quite controversial. Of course, Metarract is a heritage heartbreaker, so I would certainly hope he's not capable of betraying his brothers and sisters in arms in the black and pink there. He is, of course, like I said, the ace of WATCW, and we hope, Matt especially hopes Nacho is recovering at home and ready to come back, refueled, rehabbed, and ready to fight once again. So many people look up to him again, Matt, most of all, especially.
If you're saying I look up to Nacho, you out your motherfucking mind, motherfucker. I hope he dies in a motherfucking
dies. Pitch. That's crazy. That's a little intense. Hopes he dies. Well,
yeah,
I hope not. I hope not. You know, we all, at least most of us, have, you know, we really look up to Nacho. Wow, 3D from Eli Cena to Meta. And it's true. Meta's struggling here, too. I really do think that is the story we're seeing unfold, is that these two are truly two halves of a whole, and when they're out there, they're incomplete. John Cena going up top. Doesn't go up there often, but a huge splash to Meta. Hooks the leg. Middle of the ring. Hag's in to break it up, though. The Hag, an official WATCW star. Now, what's very interesting, again, this is that deep WATCW lore. The Hag has appeared once before. That was at Real Halloween Riot 2 last year. Oh, that was quick. She competed in the Final Girl free-for-all. She was not successful. Of course, Maxine Meeks was anointed the Final Girl champion. Wait a minute. John Cena with the Macho Recto elbow drop. He's copying Meta's moves. Meta kicks out. That was Meta's move. John Cena making a mockery of his opponent. His opponent tags in Eli Mack. And yeah, I don't know about that deal. The magic was dark, but was it strong? Unclear. But we've already seen some surprising turnarounds tonight, so I can't count anybody out quite yet. Least of all, Eli Mack, who's up top. Oh, Meta gets out of the way, crashes, and burns. Eli, it's true, has his own history with Nacho. Can't assume anything. Make my single. Well, no, he did not. Well, I guess he sort of cashed in. Nacho, and I appreciate that you remember the deep WATCW lore, Eli. If anybody would, it's you. He did invoke his rematch clause, was what it was. He didn't cash in, but he did invoke his rematch clause and did make it a triple threat at Really Mania. And I have been a little interested in that. Wow, big hag moonsault. An eclipse, if you will. I have been curious what the chemistry would be like having you and Nacho on the same side. I don't know if there's any hostility there, if it's water under the bridge. I never sensed that you guys were necessarily enemies, but I would maybe think there's some bitterness there. Of course, neither of you emerged as the world champion at Really Mania 2, which I don't say to rub in.
I'll be back. I gotta make a phone call.
All right, you make that phone call. Hag whips Cena to the corner. The opposing corner, no less. She's not worried. Oh, she's hanging. Oh, what's this move? She's hanging him up in the second turnbuckle there. Oh, rips the neck. An inverted cutter. That was fascinating coming out of the corner there. Back and forth we go. Another competitive tag team match tonight. We'll see how long this one goes for. Oh, you saw Cena's face. He was genuinely, I think, terrified there. I think he's starting to see things. The Hag is showing him. Oh, wow, what a driver from the Hag. Eli kicks that up real quick. Definitely, you know, the thing is, a lot of ring vets here. Hag, what you got again? Cena rolls him up. Is that enough? Tricky. Cena's very tricky these days. The Hag lives. Hag does not skip leg day. Oh, Eli with a punch from the apron. I don't really know Eli to be... Ooh, belly-to-belly suplex. I don't know Eli to be that vindictive, but perhaps NWO Cena's rubbing off on Eli. Big leg drop from NWO Cena. Meta's in. Doesn't even get to the 1 count. Meta's not letting it in that way. And that does go to the tag team instincts and reliability of Metarract. He knows on that apron when it's time to get in, break up a pin, a submission hold. He's done this all before. He knows when he's needed, and he will answer the call. Book a tag match with me and Nacho. It may take a while for me to tag into the match. Got to let him know where we stand. Well, it sounds like you stand far apart. I would implore you, although again you're showing different colors here tonight, and I'm not just talking about the black and pink. I keep thinking Matt's gonna chime in. Got used to somebody else being there. Whoa! Wow! Springboard stunner. John Cena learned that from Eli Mack, perhaps. Covers. Meta can't break this one up. Hag kick out. Hag kick out. Chris is stressing out over there. You know, what I would say to you, Eli, wow, hot hag tag. I would tell you, Eli, is that I think Nacho might need your love and support now more than ever, wherever he is. Now is not the time to hold a grudge, because the World Championship Division member of your team is hurting and missing. The entire world was shocked and upset at his loss. Meta, oh, what's he thinking? Big pile driver drops John Cena on his head. And now it's Meta's turn. He goes up top. The classic Macho Recto elbow drop to the chest of John Cena. He's going to pull him away from the ropes. Is that enough? And will Eli prevent it from being the end? Hooks the leg. Ref's counting. John Cena kicked out. NWO Cena is teaching me some stuff, and I'm teaching him some stuff, and that's beautiful. That's what we'd like to see, that tag team synergy. You know, you come together on two separate paths, and instead of a fork in the road, you align, and you learn, and you grow, and you become better than you were. That's really the basis of any great friendship, relationship, or tag team partnership. And now Meta calling Cena back to his feet. Ooh, rakes the eyes. Maybe taking in a little of that hag darkness. Matt, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry, just trying to get a hold of Pizza because apparently there was a shooting over by his apartment complex.
Oh, goodness. Well, I hope he's all right. Yeah, feel free to drop out as needed. I'll try to get a hold of him. Whoa! Hangs up Cena on the old family jewels there. Meta's fighting. I could definitely see some of his life force has been restored, perhaps by the Hag and maybe just by the nature of being in a tag team match. I see a Hag alert sign out there. The fans are calling for a Hag alert. We're on high alert. Doesn't stop Cena from tagging out. Tags Hag in. Hot Hag tag. Big
Eli called it.
Crossbody. He did call for the tag.
Ooh.
Hag moonsault. She missed. The Hag is green, and I'm not just referring to like the algae and mold that's probably accumulating, across her bare skin. She's green in the ring. She's not experienced. Now Eli's traveling over to Meta and punching him in the head. He's not even the legal man. Oh my God, Eli! Backdrop on the apron. Eli, that was not even necessary. He just did that for the sake of it. And I mean, it was smart because now Meta's out at ringside. Now would be the time to capitalize on the Hag. Go for a pin. Try to take this home. Or for her sake, take it to the swamp. Nice clothesline. She stops Eli in his tracks. What's she going to be thinking to try to finish this up, I wonder? She might just suck his damn soul, if you know what I'm saying. Rubbing his face on the WATCW Black Ring
about
mat.
to suck his soul out.
Eli, it was a little unhinged. It was a little another. She keeps going for that moonsault, and she just can't hit it. She's got to try something different. Ooh, I think Eli was going for the stunner, and now he's getting them big Hag fists to the face. I don't know where Meta is. I think he did make it back up to the apron. I think I see his shadow there. And the corner, there he is. He is on the apron. Good old tag team contest. The Hag's got hammers. There's another big crossbody. She'll hook the leg. Ref completely lost. We'll send that one back to WWE. Didn't even start the count there. That was interesting. Another hag alert in the crowd there. The fans, I think, apparently they knew. They were ready. They brought signs, or maybe they just magically materialized, and the hag just lets Eli tag out. Very mysterious. She took a big boot from John Cena. Meta's there again. And this is the game we play. This is the dance we make. Back and forth. You got to know when to pick your spot. You got to worry about the person on the apron. Have they come in and have they broken up the tag? Is now a good time to make the pin? And you got to watch and make sure they don't tag out. Oh, Cena's going for it. The Razor's Edge on the hag. Will he hit it? No, she's going to wiggle her way out of it into the neck breaker. That could have been it. And now she'll tag Meta in, who again is looking for his first tag team victory. In Season 2, he has a long legacy and career made of tag team victories, but hasn't experienced his... Oh, big body slam from Cena. Hasn't experienced it yet here this season. There's a lot of season left to go. But you always need that first win. You know, the questions you ask yourself, the doubt you entertain when you're sitting on a 0-win record for this season, you really get in your own head. That first win, just once you get over the hill and prove to yourself that you're capable of it, the rest will come naturally. Tags in Eli. Cena's inputting the Konami code. I didn't see that. No cheat codes in WATCW now. No cheat codes unless it's big head mode. I would let them turn on big head mode, at least. Maybe not for Elite Rhea Ripley, though. No one needs to see that. Hot hag tag. She comes in, gets the stunner. Meta's stunned at ringside. Is that enough? Did Eli do it? He did. Mr. Eli Mack pins the hag, and sadly, Meta will not enjoy a win in the tag team division tonight. That was a excellently scouted move there. Look at this. John Cena's offering a handshake. Is Eli going to take it? Is this in question? Are they buds? Oh! Cena pulled the... Damn. Well, Eli's learning, but he's got more to learn, apparently, according to John Cena. Too cool to shake his hand, or perhaps too sweet. They're fighting for the spotlight, but I'll tell you, they're both stars in this moment because they just brought 3 points to the Heritage Heartbreakers, and there's got to be a very happy Chris Anthony Lopez out there somewhere. These two cannot see him. They are both trying to hog the spotlight here. Eli and Cena, are they on the same page? I don't know. At least enough to have gotten a win over Metarract and the Hag, who I thought maybe had made quite a deal with his soul on the line, and perhaps it would be worth it for a tag team victory. But he didn't get it. And I have to wonder whether we'll see that duo again. If Meta wants to team up with the Hag again. Maybe not. Didn't work out. Yeah, did he keep the receipt? Could you take it back? Mr. Eli Mack and John Cena win the match. Get that big channel point payout. Eli says, we're on the same page enough to get the win, but he knows that it was my win and I deserve the praise, not him. I'll give credit where it's due. Eli, that was excellently scouted. Obviously, tag team match is so hard to win. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But Meta rolled out stun. Hag comes in, stunner, no one to break it up. I mean, that's as good as it gets. And that's a huge win for, I was saying how important it is to get that first win. Eli Mack and John Cena just got it. No longer 0-1. 1-1, which feels a lot different from 0-1. And you gotta stake your claim right now. Like I said, captains could start making trades tomorrow, and you don't want to find that you've been cut from the team. I can't imagine either of these will have to worry about that tomorrow, as they get 3 points for the Heritage Heartbreakers. What a match! What have we got next? What a story! What a saga! What a surprise! What have we got next, man? There's so many matches left. I'm so wiped out. How you doing over there?
I'm all right. You're lucky I took a nap. That's all I'll say.
I should have taken a nap, man. I've been busy. I'm so physically exhausted already, but we have a couple more matches to go, and you'll take special interest in the one that's coming up right now, mister.
You got this, Pitts.
It's real wrestler time. I gotta get some water here. I do have my Sigma Brain powder in this water, so it should wake me up. I don't know what that means the rest of my night will look like, but it is 11:45 and I'm drinking this shit. Eli says he got pinned last time but redeemed himself. Cena knows, and if he's got a problem, he can talk to him backstage. Eli's starting problems with his teammates back there. Here we go. Cleveland.
Go, Pix, go!
Pixie wearing at least the appropriate team colors. Not everybody can say the same tonight, but the real wrestlers have arrived in Tuesday Turmoil. Well, I was talking about how important that initial win is. Pixie still chasing that high. Can she secure it tonight in this singles match? Not a tournament match, mind you, just like the prior one. Not a tournament match, but every match counts. Always points on the board and always glory to grasp when you get your hand raised in the winner's circle of WATCW. You cut a promo now on behalf of Pixie. She is enjoying that real wrestler stat boost. Can you tell us a little bit about why you made that choice here and not in the main event tonight?
So ultimately, the choice to make that here over the main event, you and I talked about this in messages because you were shocked when I told you this was the route I was going. Pixie only had a 3-point bonus over her initially, a 3-point stat lead, whatever you want to call it, and those extra 5 points mean a lot compared to Roman, who already had an extra 6. So
I hear you. Once again, seeing this stupid entrance with the wrong trods. Damn it.
And realistically, Roman would have only gotten 2 because he'd be a 99 and he's already a 97. So
it's true, but there's some difference to make up, and the Doomslayer's nobody to sneeze at now. He's making his debut.
I'm not sneezing. But I needed to get Pixie off on the right boot because I viewed this as the opportunity to start making a way for her to be the number 1 contender post-tournament.
Sure, no, look, I mean, that's how big this opportunity is. Oh, huge opening clothesline from Dr. Liara to Sony, the Asari Biotic Shadow Broker, the love interest of Commander Jeff Shepard. She's currently helping us take it to the Reapers in Mass Effect 3, and now she's...
Shepard's a whore!
That's not true at all. He's very monogamous and faithful. And...
Oh, yeah,
Pixie's fights out of it. So that's true. Look, this is not a tournament match, but like I said, every match counts. And once these tournaments wrap up and we know who the champions are, the question will be who will be the first to challenge them. If you can get a little momentum built up for yourself, if you can win a match here and there, you're obviously jumping up the list. You're in contention. Everything still counts and matters. And for Pixie, I have to also know, she wants to prove it to herself and everybody watching that she deserves to be here, that she's earned this spot. And we're all very excited to see the first Pixie Boot victory. I'm impartial here. I'm a fan of everybody involved. I'm also invested in the Pixie Boot story, and I'm also a long dyed-in-the-wool Mass Effect fan. I ship Shepard and Liara to the moon and back.
Shepard's a whore!
Not at all. Wow, what a pounce from Pixie. Launches her across the ring. Pixie did enjoy a substantial stat boost as a benefit of Matt's promo in her favor. Now, she did, I believe, enjoy that same stat boost last time when she wrestled Alexa Bliss. Wasn't enough to get it done, though. Alexa was boosted as well. And Alexa, of course, an in-ring vet.
Yeah, that boost was still BS. I'll say that.
He can dispute it all he wants, and I understand why he'd want to.
You even agreed that we may have to look at how that goes.
Well, I did clarify this time around in the group chat, the WATCW group chat. I said make sure you make it clear who you're cutting a promo on behalf of going forward. So we've set the standard. Everybody followed the rules just fine this time. We learn as we go. We learn as we go. This is a work in progress. Liara going for some sort of submission finish on Pixie, who does manage to fight her way out of it. I know she was probably, oh, big. That's what she calls the Pixie boot. Straight to the chest of Liara, sends her flying. What's she thinking next? Oh, I think she's going for a submission finish of her own up on her back. Is she looking for a torture rack? She is! Is Liara going to tap out up there? No. Pixie actually lets her out of it. Must sense that that's not going to be enough this early in the match. Now Pixie's up top at a flying clothesline. She certainly looks like somebody who wants to win, has perhaps learned from prior mistakes or missteps in the first match. It is true also, Dilly mentioning that biotics are against the rules. You cannot use biotic powers or telepathy or telekinesis or any of that in this. You can't do a singularity. Oh, what a power bomb!
Oh my god!
On the ring mat on the outside, Pixie will want to be careful here that they don't get counted out, of course. She does want to have a decisive victory in the ring, sends Liara back there. A double count out would get no points for anybody involved. Liara back up to her feet. Pixie goes for another, looks like an axe handle there.
That was your first misstep of the match, honestly, right there.
Oh! And Liara hits her with a big suplex. Back and forth, nice and competitive. Got Liara on her shoulders
really
again.
Competitive?
Samoan drop. Samoan drop from Pixie boot. And look, Liara, the pressure's on. Shepard did not do what he wanted, what they wanted to see in the start of this stream. He is at ringside watching it. Maybe Liara can show him how it's done. Liara, not as afraid to get her hands dirty. Shepard's kind of a Boy Scout. Liara, not so much, but she's gonna, I got cannonball off the top from Pixie to Liara. Hooks the leg. Is that enough? Not quite yet. And I could see Matt was shocked at ringside. He thought that was going to be a 3 count. Pixie's got something else in the chamber. What's it going to be? Oh, this is it. From the mixologist. Bottoms. Up. Boom.
Bam!
Hooks the leg as Liara kicking out of this one. No, she's not.
Dominant dub right there. Dominant dub.
And it was a promo well cut, a stat boost worth the trouble, because Pixie Boo is officially a winner, and WATCW goes over Liara with the bottoms up driver. A winning maneuver, and that's it. Now she's proved she can do it. Anything's possible. The future is bright and in front of her. Well done. How are you feeling about that one, Matt? Exactly as you hoped?
Yeah, it was. Pixie was extremely dominant. Looks like those first match jitters were gone because she just put Liara in her place. Like I said, we weren't fucking worried.
And I gotta tell,
Shepard's a whore.
Oh, come on. That's just not, you don't need to say that. Look, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I said, look, and I have no idea where that thought was. Oh, I know what I was going to say. The chat thought Liara had it in the bag. No one had voted for Pixie going into that. And,
I'll make sure Dilly, that she knows that, Dilly.
I mean, I don't know who did. I don't think everybody voted, but somebody did. Everybody who did vote thought Liara had it. And look, I could see how they came to that conclusion. If they've been watching the Mass Effect playthrough, they've seen me play all 3 of these games. They know what Liara is capable of. They know she's not to be underestimated, to be taken seriously. But Pixie Boot to be taken just a bit more seriously tonight, and she has a very decisive, very admirable victory tonight. Dilly says he couldn't help it because she was drafted by Matt. Oh, fair enough. There you go. All right, what's up next? Let's see. Get this next chat prediction going. Oh, my. Once again, if you got anywhere to be, anything to do, now's the time to do it because we have another, I think it's our last tag match of the night.
Yeah, 10 of tag matches.
It's tournament season, baby. This is a semifinals match, though.
I know.
Whoever wins this is going to WatCon to compete for those titles. Let me get this. Oh, apparently Bret Hart and Eddie Guerrero is too long. So I put Bret and Eddie. and Asuka and Mankind.
Streaky's still on the chat.
If he's not, hopefully we can summon him. Do a little hag magic and get him back here. This is a semi-finals match in the championship tournament. Whoever wins this will go to WATCW 2, and they will compete for the tag team championship. Bret Hart out here, one half of the tag team drafted for El Diablo de Patas. Teaming up with Eddie Guerrero, the kid, as Suge put it, the Mexican of the North, Bret Hart. And now here comes Eddie Guerrero, flanked by Suge 323. I think everybody's wearing the black and green as well. For their sake, let's hope it doesn't drain their life force, like DillyTodds. These two wrestled in the very first match of Season 2 at Streamiversary. They had a very hard-fought, well-earned victory over Cody Rhodes and The Rock, of Real Wrestlers. Eddie was gushing blood. They were beaten, battered, bruised, but they were successful and victorious, and that brings them to this match tonight that'll get them one step closer to being the inaugural Tag Team Champions of Season 2. How do you feel knowing that these guys knocked your boys out of the tournament? Is there any spite there? Are you pulling for the other team?
Well, we always look to spite Shug, so let's go featured.
Always like to spite Shug. I wonder if Shug's out there. I hope so. Hope he can hear this and see this. Eddie Guerrero, gush your blood. Tell me something that's not obvious. I know that's right. Speaking of gushing blood, Mankind,
who's now dating a porn star.
What?
You didn't know about that?
Mick Foley?
Yes.
I'm sorry. How did you know that?
It came up across my Facebook, and I was like, yo, what?
Hold on. Pause. What are you... Eli, you know anything about this? So help me God, I'm about to seriously Google Mick Foley porn star. That's going to be an incognito tab if I ever opened one. That's not something I need in my search history for anybody that's watching. I'm afraid of what will come up. First thing that comes up is Mick Foley. Is Mick Foley is dating adult film star? It's a Facebook post. Let's see. She posted a picture with him, a selfie. She said, I've known this beautiful man, Mick Foley, for 20 years. It's funny how life works out sometimes when you least expect it. One day ago.
Yep, that's when I saw it.
You might be onto something. Apparently,
that is exactly when I saw it.
What's
your name again?
Hold on. Let me go back and see. Christy Canyon?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my God! Apparently Mick Foley's dating an adult film star. Talk about an unexpected twist. Eli says it's showing he's still married to his wife. It's showing where? I mean, this could be hearsay. I'm not saying I have the inside track. I'm not saying it's definitive.
WrestlingClassics.com. The
I don't know.
left his wife for a porn star.
I don't know anything about WrestlingClassics.com. There's a lot of bad info in the wrestling journalism space. I don't know, but the story is developing as I sit here. I don't know if it's authentic or what. But if it's true, I'm as surprised as anybody. It's true. You can date a porn star and still care for your wife. People are complicated. People are special. They're unique. I can't pretend to know what. I know Mick Foley. He loves Santa Claus. He gets thrown off the top of Hell in a Cells, and he's Asuka's tag team partner right here in this match right now. Those are the things.
He was great in Peanut Butter Falcon.
He was a Peanut Butter Falcon, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
And that's
just dropping all the Mick Foley knowledge.
You are a true Mick Foley aficionado, and you know what? Mick Foley technically has appeared on this channel before because I did buy a Mick Foley cameo for Nick and Chris
Yes,
on an
did.
episode of Wrestle Reel for Christmas. So technically, friend of the channel, Mick Foley. 2 WWE superstars have technically appeared on this channel. One is Mick Foley, the other is the Barack Obama impersonator who was a guest on Wrestle Reel. Those are the 2 that I'm aware of as I'm sitting here. And that's an iconic bunch. That's why, if you remember, there was a short time where Barack Obama was in WATCW in season 1. That was why. That was specifically why I put him there. It was because, I had to shout out the Lord. The only person claiming Mick Foley is single is former wrestler Rene Dupree, and that was in 2024. I don't know if Rene Dupree is he's the French tickler, was what they called him back in the day. I don't know if he is a reputable source. And I'm sorry, I just haven't been able to think about this match. I'm just so shocked by this development, folks. I had no idea. And I still don't know if I have any idea. Hard to tell whether that's accurate or true. Eddie working the neck of Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Now, let me take it over to that side a little bit because I'm talking about the decisive victory that Eddie and Brett enjoyed at Streamiversary. Asuka and Mankind, of course, did win. But
there have been people talking about for the last few years that Mick and Colette have separated.
May have separated. I don't know. This is nothing I know anything about. I'm learning.
Features in the back rooms of Christy Canyon behind the scenes.
Leg drop to the back of Eddie's neck. Like I was saying, Mankind and Asuka, a bit of a trickier victory at Streamiversary when they beat the Promise Mascot Agency, 2 free agents. They defeated them to get this spot. Though I remember it being sort of a quick win. I think Mankind kind of rolled up. Maybe it was Pinky, and I was quite shocked when it ended the way it did. So let's see whether that was a fluke. Now, Mankind does have Eddie in the Boston Crab looking for a submission finish, but that ain't going to be enough. Eddie turns it into a pin, shoulders down. Now, out before 1. What's Eddie thinking here? Oh, my. Oh, he's going to go for a submission. Look at this. Got him pulled up on his shoulders.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big man. That's strong core strength there from Eddie Guerrero. Pull him up like that. But we'll see for the Cenobites whether that first victory was a fluke or if they'll overcome El Diablo de Patas tonight and push their ticket to Wakon, where they will have the distinct opportunity to compete for the Tag Team Championship. But these tag matches, as we've seen, as we know all too well, very difficult to win. We've just gotten started. This is a big suplex from Bret Hart, the Hitman, to Mankind. We're just getting started here. It's anybody's game, and this will be presumably an all-out war. I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't, because I'm getting pretty tired, and there's 2 matches after this.
Me too.
These take it out of me in a way that regular streams just don't. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm always talking during these, but the energy being consumed to keep up this enthusiasm is challenging.
Yes.
And I don't. And there's I'm not playing a game right, so there's nothing else to really occupy my brain. You would think that would be more tiring to be playing the game and talking, but usually I'm good for 12:30, 1 o'clock, but right now, 11:45, I was sitting there going, man, I'm tired. On June 25th, there's a photo. I let this become Mick Foley, wife watch. On June 25th, there's a photo of him and his wife, Colette, at Santa's Village on Instagram. Well, it may not be separate. I mean, I can't possibly speculate on the situation. And maybe, I don't know.
They could be separated and still friends. That is a thing.
Could be a lot of things. Well, I'll tell you what I do know for sure. Asuka's about to tag him in. No, she's not. Bret Hart made a liar out of me, and he's going to whip Asuka to a different corner. All together, let me think here. For featured, is featured in every tournament if they win this? Becky's still in.
It went singles. Becky's still in.
Ada's in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
This is a final. Yeah, so So far, the Cenobites haven't suffered a loss. No coincidence or mistake that the Cenobites are at the start of the stream #1. Now, I'll have to do the math probably tomorrow. I don't think I need to stay up and do it tonight. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to do all that math stuff, even though it's fun to do and figure things out. But it'll be interesting to see who is at the #1 spot at the end of the night here. Those rankings will go up tomorrow, as well as the updated tournament brackets as we head into next Turmoil. We've still got a night ahead of us. This tag team match rages on between the Cenobites and El Diablo de Patas. Coming up after this, we have another first-round Twitch Championship. Oh, my God! Both knees to the skull of Bret Hart. That was quite a move from the Empress of Tomorrow. Hooks the leg, middle of the ring. He's up at 1. That was a hell of a move, and he's up at 1. The fans say it's awesome. Suge looks terrified in the corner as this keeps going. We do have one last first-round Twitch tournament match. Again, that'll be Braun Breaker of the Righteous Cowboys taking on Regina of Dino Crisis fame, making her WATCW debut. That'll be the first and only appearance of the Righteous Cowboys tonight, because they are also, as of that match, in all of the tournaments still. So I could only book them one time tonight because they're waiting to see who all their opponents are going to be in the semifinals next Turmoil. So we'll see if Braun Breaker can make the clean sweep for the Cowboys as well. Right now, they and the Cenobites are fighting for that top spot. We'll see, though. Regina, wow, springboard drop kick. Regina, been a mainstay of the stream last couple of weeks for Dino Crisis. She's capable of overcoming some tremendous foes. We'll see if that's still true for Braun Breaker. Okay, but Eli says, based on he's like a private eye in the chat. Based on additional info, it seems that Mick and Colette are still married, but Christy and Mick are also dating with Colette's approval. That is what his research is showing at this time. Again, this is all alleged. I'm just reading what I'm being told. I don't know how factual it is. Okay, Mick Foley, please. I thank you for the cameo those years ago. It was very nice. Maybe we should submit. No, actually, we shouldn't submit a cameo about any of this at all.
No, we should not. No, we should not.
Body slam. And here we go. Another double team move to Mankind. Like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's unique. What makes sense to two people may not to the other. And I just hope everybody's happy over there and living a good life, whatever it looks like. Bret Hart flies over the top rope. I'll tell you, Mick Foley ain't looking so good there, but he goes to make the hot tag. Leaves Bret Hart in the corner there. Back and forth we go. This has been pretty competitive, and you would expect as much in the semifinals. Everybody wants to see somebody's ticket get punched for a championship match. I mean, this tournament, all four of these tournaments represent the ultimate advantage going into this season. Who can have the most points? Who can have the titles? And when you get the titles, obviously a great path to more and more points. Double team elbow. And now Eddie's going to do a little aura farm. And classic, Asuka's going to tag out. And Mick Foley with the flying clothesline.
I've got to sign out, Taylor.
You done for the night, brother?
I have to be up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, you definitely got to sign out. Look, I'm running an autopilot over here, so I don't blame you.
I'm gonna watch, but I definitely just only must be laying in bed and watching it.
All right, I hope you can make it to the main event. See how Roman does against the Doomslayer, but if not,
we shall see.
I get some rest. You deserve it. You need it, and I appreciate you joining me at the commentary table tonight, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem, sir. Peace out.
Take it easy. And I'll tell you, ain't taking it easy. Latino Heat's about to get Mr. Sacco, or maybe not, brother, because he's dematerialized. What is it? What does it happen? I think maybe it's because it's a custom attire for Mankind, so like it doesn't know how to keep the sock on his hand. It disappears. And then as soon as Matt vanishes from the call, Shook Knight emerges in the chat to talk shit about him. Classic. These two. Classic, Shook. I'm glad you're here, because Eddie is looking to take you to the semifinals. Feature's got to be feeling good because he's already got a championship match at WatCon. Ada Wong will be competing for that Twitch championship there. the subject of who she'll be competing against a little less clear. But he's already got one at the big show, and I don't mean Paul White. Can he get another, or will... What was he doing in the ring? Get out of the ring! What the hell was that? You got a little too excited there, Featured. I know I was talking you up, but you got to stay out of the ring there, buddy. Asuka, on the other hand, can get in there and break up that pin, and good thing she did, because otherwise I do think Mankind was down for the 3 count. Back and forth. This has been meticulous. This has been laborious. This has been hard fought. Wow! Throws him off. Not even pretty. Not even so technical anymore. Just really trying to send this one home. Mankind thinks it's enough. Bret Hart out at 1. The fighting spirit of El Diablo de Patas, the black and green, rages on, keeps these two alive, in contrast to DillyTodds, who was bested by it, defeated by it. Back and forth we go, and I will tell you one thing that'll be nice once we're out of tournament season is there won't need to be 3 tag team matches on every card. Pile driver, because god damn it, they are crucibles, and I ain't talking about the of course the ancient Prothean weapon designed to destroy the Reapers. And look, he's going to go straight. He's not going to even try the pin. Bret Hart goes straight into the sharpshooter. I don't think Asuka can break this up. Is Mankind going to tap? He does! Mankind taps out. Mankind taps out to the sharpshooter. And I got to choose that outcome. Somebody got a points payout on that. Tapping with the Sacco hand. No. Well, I'll tell you what, wherever he is, whatever he's doing, I hope Mick Foley feels like a winner. But in WATCW tonight, unfortunately, just not quite true. Eddie Guerrero and Bret Hart win. I wondered if it was a fluke last time. These guys had a much harder first round match versus the Cenobites, and they showed up big time. This one was a little more subtle and a little more strategic. But El Diablo de Patas, this odd couple here, right? Should have got Eddie Guerrero, and everybody was like, oh, okay, we think we know where this is going. Switched it up, swerved with Bret Hart, and it's proven to be a really great combination. I mean, obviously, 2 veterans, 2 legends, 2 decorated champions. The question was, obviously, they can pave their own paths, but can they stay on the same side of the street and accomplish glorious feats there? And apparently that is true, because El Diablo de Patas, Eddie Guerrero, and Bret Hart will be going to the Tag Team Championship final at WatCon to compete for those belts. So if I could just quickly set the stakes and give context here, they are going to WatCon next Turmoil. It'll be El Regular and Damsel Harris versus Mr. X and the Xenomorph, and the winner of that match will meet El Diablo de Patas at WatCon. Shook said there was no doubt, and nor should there be, and nor will there be in the future, because these guys may be your first tag team champions of season 2. Incredible. Congratulations to the black and green here. What we got up next, I believe it's that Twitch Championship match in the first round. Righteous Cowboys are finally going to get to show up for the night. And what? I'm sorry, what is this? Hold your horses. This ain't I'm not wrestling tonight. What? No, absolutely not. I'm so glad Matt's not on the call, though I might need to question him, because what is Cody House doing on Tuesday Turmoil? This guy does not work here. I've been refuting this for weeks. I've been getting harassed by Matt, by people online, and I've insisted time and time again. I didn't do that. I'm not even going to show up to talk about this. I didn't even do that. That was crazy. I'm not showing up to talk about this because there's nothing to be said. Cody House does not work here. He is not in WATCW. Get to security. Matt's saying he had to leave to sneak him through the back door. I hope you're kidding. I hope you're being facetious. How is he here? I keep hearing people wanting Cody House in WATCW, and I just don't know what to now he's showing up on my show. He's crashing my stream. He's crashing my party. I don't know how else to say this. Cody House is not in WATCW. I like Cody House. He's a good guy. Good friend. We were just yucking it up last night on Twitter about Mass Effect. But he is not in WATCW. I'm trying to protect him from himself. Don't you understand? This isn't a charity, okay? You don't just, there's no participation trophies. You got to earn your spot here, and I'm sorry, but Cody is not WATCW material. He's going to get hurt. Stop insisting on this. Stop messaging me. Stop calling me. Why is he on my stream? Enough. I just wanted to like that. This is a fluke. This is an anomaly. You will not see him again, so I hope you enjoyed it. Because I'm going in my save data and I'm deleting him tonight. Like, I don't even know how he's there. This game's making decisions for me. I'm sorry, folks. I'm frazzled. Nobody's here at the commentary desk to help me out. I don't know. People who don't even work here are showing up in the league. You can stop the chants in chat. Pixie Boots here. That's a WATCW wrestler. That's somebody who belongs here. That's somebody who can win when needed. Oh my God, look at that hat. Pixie Boot did win tonight against Liara Tassoni. How you doing? I'm sorry, I'm shook. Here you go, bad. What is happening? My own chat's turned against me. This We Want Cody thing is derivative, and it's not happening here. We're not pivoting. I'm trying to run a show, trying to run a league, trying to run tournaments, and we all. It's late. We don't need. I'm over this, man. And again, it's not personal. I like him. He's a friend, but not all my friends are in this game, right? Not all my friends are in this league, because not all of them are built to compete here. In the Premier Virtual Wrestling League. I've got a reputation to uphold. That's why guys like Braun Breaker are here to represent the Righteous Cowboys. And you did win, Pixie Boot. Congratulations. You are officially a winner in the WATCW ring. The first of many, I trust. How are you doing? Braun Breaker is here. He's been enjoying quite a run over in the Fed as of late with Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. From overseas. Who will win? Let's get our channel points poll here going. Earn yourself some points. Who will win between Braun Breaker and Dino Crisis's Regina? Overseas, like a mysterious, nefarious island populated by dinosaurs. Overseas. Oh my God. Regina's here. She recently escaped that island in a helicopter chased by T-Rexes, Velociraptors, Pteranodons, Compies, and that one whose name I can't remember. It was really scary and hard to kill. This is somebody, again, who I knew could make it here in the ring. This was somebody I could trust to compete in this league and build a new legacy. I'm still so mixed up about this. I can't. How did he get into this arena? Who? Please tell me Matt did not. Like, who can I trust if we're just letting anybody in here? Come on. You had to stay open till midnight. That sounds awful. I'm sorry. Big elbow drop from Regina to Braun. That sounds worse. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that, though sometimes those late shifts will feel like a big elbow to the solar plex. Like I mentioned before, this is our penultimate match, by the way. One more after this, and then we're closed for the night. And I think we all could use it. Oh my God, hammering elbows to the back of the head. Goodness gracious. This is the only time we've seen the Righteous Cowboys tonight, and that's not a matter of selection or preference. I love seeing Connor with the shirt off, although I'm just now noticing he doesn't have any tattoos, which was the consequence of the last patch. It erased everybody's tattoos, and I definitely thought I added his back in, but apparently he's not even supposed to have his shirt off, which we've covered before. Is very in character for him to have his shirt off even when he's not supposed to, so I don't really mind that, but all his tattoos are gone. I know he's a Pete Davidson guy, but that seems a little excessive. We got to get those back on there. Anyway, my point was, Connor's team, he's got nothing but dubs. He's collecting them. He's too better get in the ring, by the way. I couldn't book him anywhere else tonight because all of his competitors are still in the tournament waiting to know what the semifinals are going to look like. This is the only first-round match the Cowboys had left to compete in. Regina better stop aura farming and get in the ring. There we go. Turns it into a Hurricane Rana and a series of punches for Braun Breaker. Whoever wins this will be going on to the semifinals to compete. Whoever wins this will be competing against Kayla at the next Turmoil. Braun Breaker for a roll-up. You're going to have to try better than that. This woman's been thrown around like a rag doll by a T-Rex. It still got up to tell the story, but Braun Breaker, pretty comparable to a carnivorous beast. It looked like a donkey elbow. You ain't wrong. Uh-oh, he was aura farming, paid for it, kicked to the singlet. Pixie did it for Ozzy. Yes, rest in peace to the legend, the prince of fucking darkness. Ozzy Osbourne sadly passed away today, though did it in high fashion. Got to do that big, I guess what we now will have to think of as a goodbye concert. How sad to think of it that way, but pretty fucking awesome that he was out there doing his thing just a couple weeks ago. Went out in a blaze of glory for sure. Braun Breaker's been enjoying a lot of success on Monday Night Raw as of late. He's a Paul Heyman guy, and he's just got powerbombed as well. That probably didn't feel too good. He is a Paul Heyman guy, and while Seth Rollins is on the shelf, he is looking to pick up the slack, standing toe-to-toe against people like Roman Reigns of all people, who we'll also see in the next match in the main event. He nearly won an outstanding gauntlet match 2 weeks ago. There's a very bright future ahead for this Braun Breaker, and it may be true in WATCW as well, if he can go to the Twitch Tournament Finals, face Ada Wong, spear! Huge Braun Breaker spear. He can deliver those like nobody. Is that enough? No, Regina manages to get the shoulder up. You see Connor locked in at ringside. The artist formerly known as the Seaman Demon, the leader of the Righteous Cowboys, who has enjoyed a very bountiful draft. Oh, look at this. Regina pedigree! She hooks the leg. Steiners know how those pedigrees feel. Kicked out at 2. Kicked out at 2. No one wagered a bet on this one. Maybe conflicted. Maybe just didn't notice that I put a poll up. Maybe we're just all tired. I understand. No points are awarded in the chat in this one, but they will be for the Fantasy Faction War. 2 points will go, well, to the Cowboys if they win. Regina's a free agent, and we've seen some free agent success in these tournaments tonight. Triple B moving ahead in the tag team tournament. Oh! I think they are the only one. Regina could join their ranks, though, if she can manage a win against Big Braun Breaker here. He's quick. You want to be careful when he rebounds off those ropes. Wow, what a power slam! Regina is tough and strong. I know she's a survival horror throwback. If you missed the Dino Crisis... Ooh, look at this! What'd I tell you? I told you she was strong! She's swinging him around! Swinging him around like a damn whirligig. Into the corner. And she's doing incredible. What a series that was. Hooks the leg. Is that enough to put Braun Breaker down? It is! It is! Regina! Wow. I mean, that was an incredible series there. Powerful, acrobatic. I wish I could have done that to those Velociraptors a couple weeks ago. Regina joins the ranks of Triple B as a free agent, moving ahead in the championship tournament. And that means the Righteous Cowboys suffer their first loss. Braun Breaker will not be moving ahead in the Twitch Championship Tournament, which means at the next Turmoil, Regina will compete against Kayla Marie T in the semifinals. And winner of that will see Ada Wong at WatCon. How interesting. Can you imagine a scenario where Ada Wong and Regina, two survival horror heroines, collide in the name of the Twitch Championship at WatCon 2? That's a match that sells itself, brother. Well, no points won for the chat or for the factions because Regina, the free agent, is going ahead and possibly going to be the first Twitch champion of the season. If she does, I can imagine it's only a matter of time before somebody will be looking to pick her up, perhaps at the mid-season draft. Congrats to Regina, who's really been a star on this channel this past month. All right. We have one left, folks. Catch my breath, clear my throat, and ready to call your main event here tonight. And is Matt still out there? Did he fall asleep? This is a big one for him. It's a big one for us all. 2 debuting wrestlers in the World Championship division. And we start with somebody who got a lot of shine on this channel a couple of weeks ago as well, when we played Doom, the Dark Ages. And now,
is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the pits of hell.
That's right.
Weighing in at 263 pounds, a demon slayer guy.
The Doom Slayer arrives in WATCW for the first time. There's not a foe this man can't kill in our history. Demons, dragons, old gods, they've all fallen before the mighty Slayer who will rip and tear until it is done. If there was ever a character made for WATCW to compete in this ring, it is the Doom Slayer. And I am so excited to see how he does in this debut. His work will be cut out for him, of course. But no matter what, this is somebody who I expect great things from in this ring this season. And that is how he finds himself in the main event tonight of Turmoil. Our last match. I better get that poll going, brother. Let's see. Regina won. Nobody got points for that. Oh my. Who will win? Doomslayer or Roman Reigns? Again, don't know if Matt's out there, if he's snoozing. If he's snoozing, good for him. We all hope to be in a similar position not long from now. But let us acknowledge the Tribal Chief, the OTC, as he enters WATCW officially for the first time. Technically not. Roman Reigns appeared at Forbidden Door in Season 1 of WATCW, where WATCW and WWE stars collided. Oops, excuse me. Look how pegged there, man. Get blown up. Roman Reigns did appear at Forbidden Door in Season 1 of WATCW. He challenged then-champion King Moose for the WATCW title. He was unsuccessful in that challenge. But now he returns as an official signee, a member of the Real Wrestlers, to compete in a tournament for that very same title. There are not many accolades in this industry that the Tribal Chief hasn't laid claim to. But the WATCW Championship eludes him. This is perhaps the most dominant and significant wrestling champion of the modern era and nearly in all wrestling history. That's true. That's not hyperbole, that's just a fact. But he has never held gold in this league, and until he does, dare I say, his legacy is incomplete. He wears the Ulafala. He is the Tribal Chief. And now he will try to knock off the Doomslayer of all opponents in his debut match, as he hopes to punch his own ticket on the way to WatCon. This is a first-round tournament match. We're not in the semifinals quite yet. This is just the opening statement. You see the WATCW faithful winds up acknowledging the OTC, who did also recently make his return to WWE. It's like the third return in the last year. He ran out of PTO in all companies. He's come to work. He's come to win. He's come to get some championship gold around his waist again. What'll be interesting, of course, had a face-to-face with Paul Heyman last night. Said Paul Heyman had never helped him, wasn't family. I don't know how true that all is, but the question is now, will Matt Thomas prove to perhaps be the new wise man to Roman Reigns' tribal chief. Matt, you heard earlier, did neglect to cut a promo on Roman's behalf. He could have given that stat boost personally, strategically. Nothing against Pixie. I probably would have cut it for Roman myself. Because this is a huge do-or-die moment for the real wrestlers. Ring the bell. Here we go. Whoa, big shoulder block from Doomslayer. Roman blocks it and is going for the quick pin. Can you imagine if this was enough? Isn't. Doomslayer flips it around, has a pin of his own. Here we go. This is going to be an interesting one. Matt is in a complete opposite situation to featured films in that he has been eliminated, his wrestlers have been eliminated from every other championship tournament in the league. A rough start, considering I think Matt had a spectacular draft, a great team, just hasn't worked out his way so far. This is do or die right here. If Roman Reigns loses tonight, there are no real wrestlers competing for championships at WatCon, and I just think that is a catastrophic start to the season. A lot of season left, not impossible to turn around or salvage, to be sure. I don't mean to doom and gloom anybody, no pun intended, the Slayer is in there. But you want to have the opportunity at a title. Championships aren't just about the glory or the bragging rights, it's the guaranteed points. Oh, he's doing a death roll! He's doing a death roll! Shout out to the Gator Christ! Into a headlock. The Doomslayer, unique style there. I don't know if I've ever seen the death roll in the ring before. That was crazy. The championships aren't just about the bragging rights. Oh, and he's turned into a powerbomb. Taking the fight to Roman here early on. And look, this has been the night of the free agents, right? Triple B going ahead in the tournament. Regina going ahead in the tournament. Will the Doomslayer shock the world and defeat Roman Reigns tonight? This is both of their WATCW debuts, but this is the Doomslayer's wrestling debut, and Roman certainly is no stranger to this arena. Probably this literal arena. He's been all over the world. He's been to Philly. Although, lost the title in Philly. We're saying this is not a lucky town for him. They better get back in the ring. If there's a double count out in the tournament, I'm not really sure. That's not in my book. I don't know what to do. Okay, Roman got scared by the apron. I don't know what happened. He saw his own shadow there. They're back in. Match continues. Yeah, getting that title means guaranteed championship matches in the future just by default, right? You're the champion. You'll be defending that title. And I don't know if that's something I've made clear yet this season, is championship matches naturally will be worth more points than your regular, exhibition matches. So there's a lot of points on the table when you're wrestling for titles. It's so important to get them early on because you can really control the pace of the season. Roman, this is vintage Roman with the big drop kick on the apron. Stuns the Slayer. Not easy to do, and Roman's going up top. Don't see him there often. Busting out the big splash. Belly flop into the pool. All the water's out of the pool. Hooks the leg. Slayer out. That would have been shocking right there. That would have been shocking. How's our poll looking? 100% votes for the Doomslayer. People are thinking he's going to pull it off. People are thinking the real wrestlers aren't going to have a horse in the race after tonight. And of course, I'm still happy to get people on the card. We saw Pixie earlier tonight out of tournament contention, but still did get, wow! Power slam. Did get her first win tonight, and that is points on the board for the real wrestlers. But Roman losing here tonight would be catastrophic, especially as we head to Turmoil on the next stream, and we're talking semifinals. It's going to be hard to get the real wrestlers there if they're not in any brackets left. Another huge power slam. It's been an interesting pace so far. Again, kind of steady, kind of tit for tat, somewhat evenly matched competitors. Roman from the second turnbuckle into a splash again. Who's going to have it? Who's going to hit that first big move? Roman might have it in his yellow booties. Hits him off the ropes. I think I know what's next. Spear! Huge spear to that Doomslayer. Is that enough? It is! Wow! Wow! That was quicker than I anticipated. Take note, Satan. A spear is what it takes. And the tribal chief is indeed the tip of the spear for the real wrestlers, the only chance they have at championship gold next month. And Roman Reigns, the first overall draft pick this season, proving to be a pick worth making, puts 2 points on the board for the real wrestlers, and did what many Caco Demons couldn't. He defeated the Slayer, who I'm sure will be back in high fashion later this season, but he'll definitely be taking a little bit of a breather on the bench now that he's been knocked out of the World Championship Tournament. Somewhere out there, Matt Thomas is snoring, but deep down, I hope he's also celebrating, because Roman, he did it right. I doubted him, but Pixie got the win, Roman got the win, and the real wrestlers still have a path to championship gold early on in Season 2. Amazing. They just needed that spear, man. That is it for me tonight. I'm not going to do much of an outro because I'm tired. It's late. I need to go lay down. I need a nap. I need a blankie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't take my oh, I got to finish the poll. Choose outcome. Roman. Nobody got points for that. Oops. Sorry, suckers. The house wins. Thank you so much for watching tonight. My lack of energy is not a lack of enthusiasm. I had so much fun with this. I love doing this. This was great. Thank you to Matt and Nick for joining me on commentary, taking time out of their days. Very appreciated. Very cool. Makes it a lot more fun and interesting for me. I hope the same is true for those of y'all watching. Dilly was here. Pixie was here. Eli was here. Meta was here. Shug was in the chat. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Lurkers. This was great. I mean, every time I do this, I am so happy that WATCW is back. It's proven to be a task worth taking on, and make sure Cody House is never going to be in this league, by the way. Don't forget. That's the takeaway. That's the moral of the story. Thank you for watching. I will see you for Tuesday Turmoil next month. I haven't quite pinned it on the calendar yet, but of course it'll be all over socials. I'll also post the tournament brackets updated tomorrow and the new scores once I calculate that. I'm going to do it tonight because I'm sleepy. I don't need to be sitting around doing spreadsheets and Canva graphics. We'll do that tomorrow when we have time. Also keep an eye out because, like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow is a potential trade opportunity. The captains can drop wrestlers and take on new wrestlers added via DLC. Tomorrow, they'll have 24 hours to submit their bids, and I'll be very curious to see what they'd take, if anything. We could have very different factions by the time we're live again. I'll see you for Turmoil next week, live from the heart of Times Square in New York City. It'll be Turmoil in Times Square, where we will finish all these semi-final matches of our championship tournaments and find out who's competing for those titles at WatCon. Dilly is pleading to be dropped. Very interesting, you know, Meta's new tag team didn't work out. Dilly, it's true, he could be a free agent tomorrow. We'll see. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I should plan to see you again, ideally on Thursday night. It'll be Mass Effect 3. I'll be looking forward to it, and I hope you do too. Thank you for watching, folks. So much love for the WATCW faithful, and good night. Cody House is not a WATCW, don't forget.